Hello friends, I am Shaikh, and in this video I'll teach you how to start an affiliate marketing blog with WordPress using only free resources. Now I've been doing affiliate marketing for more than a decade now, and in this video I'll teach you everything that I've learned in these 10 years. In fact, not just affiliate marketing, in this video we'll learn many important things at the same time. For example, if you don't want to create an affiliate blog, rather you want to create maybe a fitness blog, cooking or gardening blog, anything, you can still watch the video since the process is all same for any kind of niche that you select. So in this video you'll learn how to create and how to write a good review or a blog, then how to do proper SEO of the blog and improve the SEO score of that particular blog post. Then how to use Gutenberg to create reviews and comparison elements like comparison table, pros and cons section, review section, etc. Then we'll connect our website with different Google platforms like Google Analytics, AdSense and Search Console. And because the main focus of this blog is affiliate marketing, I'll show you how to properly use affiliate links and also give you some important tips and tricks on how to improve your affiliate links conversion. Now first of all, let me show you a very quick demo of the website that we'll be creating in this video. And again, as I said earlier, to create this website we'll be using only free resources. So we'll be using a free theme, free plugins, and also doing SEO with the free plugin, and also everything that is used to create this website is absolutely free. Now this is the website that we'll be creating. Now this is just the design or the front end of the website. The most important thing is learning the thing, like learning the SEO process, learning how to improve the SEO score, then learning how to write a blog post, what comes first, what should be in the middle, how to create different elements, and then how to use different pop-ups and all to improve your website's ranking and also to improve your website's affiliate link conversion. That we'll see later on. First, let me just show you the front end. Now first of all, you will see this is your header. At the left hand side you'll have your logo, and then at the right hand side you have different menus. So in this video we'll also learn how to create different categories, then how to create the blog page, and after that how to create contact page and some other pages. If somebody is looking for any particular blog or any particular blog post, they can click on search and they can search for that. Then we have our hero section. Here you can add some subtitle, your main title, some description, and after that some call to action button. And at the right hand side I've used this image. Now this is a free image. There are many different websites from where you can get professionally clicked images for absolutely free. You don't need any copyright or anything. You can use those images on your website. I'll show you what those websites are and how to use that image. And after that I'll also show you how to edit the image. For example, we have changed the dimension of the image, and after that how to compress the image. So if you download the original image, the original size will be 4 or 5 MBs, which is very big for a website. So we'll compress the image so the quality remains the same, only the file size decreases. I'll show you how that is done. And this website is also 100% mobile and tablet friendly, so you don't need to worry about that. Now if you scroll down, you'll see we have another section. This is your featured articles section. So these are your different articles, and all these images are, again, I have downloaded it for absolutely free from different free resources website, which I'll explain you about later on in this video. Then after that, if you see, this is the grid style, and then after that I've used some custom CSS to add some shadow and to make, to change the border radius and so on. I'll explain you and I'll show you how all these things are done. Then if you scroll on at the bottom, we have this best travel accessories section. So by the time you might have already guessed that this website or this blog is related to travel accessories, or basically related to, this is a travel blog. So I'm writing everything about travel. So for me, promoting different accessories and different stuff related to travel is more easier. So in the bottom section I've just promoted 3 different options. For example, if you want this travel bag, you can just click on this link, and after that you can redirect that person to some website, maybe on Amazon or any other website, and they can make the purchase and you'll get a commission on that. I'll explain you how this affiliate thing works later on in this video. Then we have this travel accessories kit. Then we have the best travel camera. If you click on this button, or if you click on this image, for example, you will be redirected to a certain page wherein when a person purchases that product, you will get a commission on that. Then at the bottom we have our footer, and in the footer you can see we have used this image, we have used the logo, and after that some different social media platform, and very importantly we also have this newsletter section. So in this video I'll explain you how you can do email marketing for free and how you can collect your emails for absolutely free. Now let's open this website in a mobile phone and let's see how it will look like. Right, so as you can see, this is how your website will look in a mobile phone. Okay, your logo will be at the right hand side, at the left hand side, then at the right hand side we have this menu, and after that if you scroll down, everything is properly aligned. If you scroll down, you can see So this is 100% mobile and tablet friendly. Obviously, if you want to control the padding, margin, everything, I'll show you how that is done. Okay. So this is how your website will look in a mobile phone. Now let's open the blog page. So this is how your blog archive page will look like. At the left hand side, we have different blogs, and at the right hand side, we have this option. We have this sidebar. So we have the about me widget. You can type in your name, few lines about yourself, social media links, and after that again another newsletter section and some more options. Now there are many different styles available for this page. So this is the thumbnail style. If you want a full size image style, you can have that thing as well. And I'm just showing only 4 different blog posts in one page. If you want to show maybe 5 or 10 different blog posts in one page, you can do that thing as well. Now let's open a single blog post. Let's open this one for example. So this is the blog post. As you can see, this is related to a dietitian. So basically related to healthcare. If you see this blog post, now again for single blog post as well, there are many different styles. For example, this is just the regular style. There are many different styles. If you don't want this style, you can have some other style as well. So at top we have this image, and after that we have this title. Now there is some SEO for image as well. So we do SEO for blog posts, but there is also image for media files. So I'll explain you that thing as well, how to do SEO for media files so that your images also rank higher in Google Images. Then we'll learn how to use and what kind of title you should be selecting, what all elements to, and how to start your title, how to select a focus keyword. Now this is all related to SEO. Then after that we'll learn how to start a blog post. Okay, what should be the first, how your first or second paragraph should look like. Then we'll also learn how to use the table of content, which is very important nowadays for SEO again. And this also improves your readability score. So people, if they directly want to jump to some section, for example, if they directly want to jump to the product comparison, they can click on the link and they will see the comparison table. I'll show you how to create these kind of tables. Very easy to do so. You can also design the table however you want. I've just kept it very simple. And after that, we'll learn how to, how to create an element. For example, this is the pros and cons element that I've created. Now, these are all reusable elements. You just create it once, and after that, you can reuse them as many times as you want. For example, if you go at top, you can see I've reused it over here. So I'll show you how to create these kind of elements. Now, this is also one element. So here, as you can see, this is 2 columns element. At the left hand side, we have this image. At the right hand side, we have some details related to this product. Now, this blog post is some blog post I copied from internet. So these are not my media files or images. But again, as I said earlier, I'll explain you how to use these kind of elements. I'll show you how to create these kind of listing and all. And we won't be using Elementor to do this thing. You can use Elementor to design your website to create pages, but for blog post, I don't recommend Elementor, and I'll explain you the reason why later on in this video. But for now, you can see this is how it will look like. Okay. Then you can also do one thing. You can create different categories and you can add those categories in the link. For example, if it is related to adventure, you can, when somebody clicks on this link, they will see all the blog posts in this particular category. Then we also have the contact page we'll see later on in the video. All right. Now this was just the front end of the website. As I said you earlier, the most important thing is learning the process, learning how to create a blog post and all, and back end things are more important over here than the front end. So now let's see all the important things and all the back end things. So basically now let's start creating this website. Alright, now to create any kind of website, whether it's an affiliate marketing website, an e-commerce website, a simple blog or a business website, any kind of website, we need 2 basic things: a domain name and a hosting account. A domain name is simply the name or the URL of your website. For example, blogdude.com, amazon.com, youtube.com, google.com, all these things are different domain names. So we'll also have to purchase a domain name on the internet so that whenever someone wants to visit your website, they can simply type in this domain name in the browser URL bar and they can land on your website. And the second and the most important thing is your website's hosting. Now hosting is basically a server or a computer wherein your entire website is saved. So if you see this website is saved in a server or in a computer, and that server is running 24/7. So that whenever someone wants to visit your website from any particular country at any given time, they can always see your website live because your server is always up and running. And hosting is the most important thing about your website because everything related to your website is directly or indirectly dependent on your hosting. So your website speed, your website's performance, the user experience on your website, your website security, and even your website's ranking in Google search results is totally dependent on your hosting. So if you've selected a good and reliable hosting, your website speed and performance will be amazing. User experience on your website will be pretty good. And for anybody to attack or hack your website, it will be almost impossible. And with that, obviously, you'll also get better ranking in different search results. And obviously, in contrast to that, if you select a cheap and crappy hosting, everything will be opposite of this. Now, as I said earlier, we'll be using everything of only free resources. In fact, I'll also show you how you can get a domain name for free. You normally don't get a domain name for free, but I'll show you how you can get a domain name for free. So we'll be using free theme, free domain name, free plugins, all the free resources. The only thing that you will need to purchase is a hosting account. Without hosting account, we just cannot proceed further, but you don't need to worry about that because we'll be using a very affordable hosting. Affordable and also very professional and super high speed hosting. Now for that, you can do one thing. You can open a new tab and type in blogdude.com/hostinger. In fact, you don't even have to type in this thing. This link is also given to you in the video description below. So you can simply click on that link and you should be now redirected to this page. So this is the hosting that we'll be using, Hostinger WordPress hosting. Here as you can see. Now because we'll be using WordPress CMS, WordPress software basically, to create our website, we need a hosting that is created specially for WordPress. So this is the hosting that we'll be using, WordPress hosting, Hostinger WordPress hosting, so that your website speed and performance is really good. Now if you just go to Hostinger, you'll actually be redirected to web hosting, which is the regular hosting, which we don't recommend. Okay, so this is the web hosting. We don't recommend that thing. If you click on hosting, you will see we have WordPress hosting. So we want to use this WordPress hosting, which is basically crafted for your WordPress hosting or for your WordPress website. Now you don't need to click on any links or anything. You can just click on that link which is given to you in the video description below, blogdude.com/hostinger. You will directly be redirected to this page. Now if you scroll down here, as you can see, this is created for WordPress and they're using Lightspeed web server. And with that, they're also using Cloudflare CDN. Then after that, you can see they have pretty good ranking and rating in Trustpilot. And then after that, if you scroll down, you can see there are 4 different plans available. And this is very affordable, as I said you earlier. Now for most of you guys, I would recommend you to start with the WordPress starter package. This is more than enough for most people. So you can just click on this select button and proceed further. But let me very quickly explain you what all things you get with this particular hosting plan. Now first of all, with this particular plan, WordPress starter plan, you can create 100 different websites. So today you're creating this website for travel blog or for whatever niche you're selecting, maybe cooking or travel, WordPress themes, whatever niche you select. Today you're creating this website. Tomorrow maybe you want to create maybe another website, second, third, fourth, fifth website. You can host up to 100 websites in one single plan. So basically you just purchase this hosting plan for once, and for all your future websites you can host them in one single plan. Okay, so this is really great. And after that we get 100 GBs of SSD storage. Now let me first explain you how much storage do we actually need. So if you see this website, the full size of this website is hardly like 100 MBs. And even if your website is very big, like you have thousands and thousands of different blog posts and so on, still your website size will not be more than like 1 GB. So with this 100 GBs, you can create up to 100 different websites. You can host up to 100 different websites. You don't need to worry about this storage and space. And most importantly, these guys at Hostinger, they are using the SSD storage, super fast SSD storage to host your website. Most of the other hosting providers, they use the HDD storage. Now because the HDD is very cheap, so they use that storage. But here at Hostinger, these guys are using the SSD storage. And SSD is approximately 30 to 40 times faster as compared to the regular HDD storage. Then after that, we get many more things. For example, you get free business email account. So instead of a regular email account like nayyar@gmail.com, you get free business email account, like a business email account with your own website name. For example, my website name is blogdude.com. So I can create an email address nayyar@blogdude.com. So you'll get that thing as well. Then you also get free unlimited SSL certificate. So if you see my website, demo website, if you click on this thing, you'll see there is this logpad over here. Besides your domain name, there is this logpad. So this is the SSL certificate. This makes your website secure. And as I said earlier, we'll also get free domain name. So whatever domain name you want, you can get it for free. Then we have unlimited bandwidth. So there is no upper limit on the data storage or data transfer per month on this website. So there's no such limit over here. And this is managed WordPress and WordPress acceleration. As I said earlier, Because you will be using WordPress, this hosting is specially crafted for WordPress website, and they are using Lightspeed web server and server-based caching to improve your website speed and performance. Then there are many more features you can read about that over here. If you want, obviously you can select some higher plan as well, but for most of you guys, I would recommend you can just start with the WordPress starter plan. Click on the select button. Now once you click on that button, you will now be redirected to this page. First of all, you have to choose a period. For how long do you want to purchase this hosting? So for example, if you select 12 months, for 1 year, you'll have to pay only $6.50 per month. And the total for 1 year will be $78 including domain name, because we are getting domain name for absolutely free. The regular price you can see is $15, but if you select for 1 year, you're getting it for just less than half the price, 57% of highest discount available. In fact, if you choose some higher period, for example, if you purchase it for 2 years for 24 months, you will get even more discount. You can now just get it for $557 per month. And the most important thing about hosting here is that the renewal price is also discounted. Here as you can see, for example, if you're purchasing it for 24 months for 2 years, your subtotal is $133, and after 2 years, when you have to renew the website, you just have to pay $9 per month. So the renewal price is also discounted. Normally what happens is, if you select any hosting in this world, except for Hostinger, any hosting, whether it's HostGator, Bluehost, SiteGround, TMD hosting, whatever hosting you select, what happens most of the times is, for the first year you will get some discount, but for the next year when you want to renew your hosting, you will have to pay 3 to 4 times higher the price. For example, for the first year, if you're getting it for $100, for the second year you'll have to pay $300 to renew your account. So that is not happening over here. Even the renewal price is heavily discounted. And if you see, the subtotal for 2 years is $133. Most of the times you'll have to pay $133 for 1 year. Like earlier I was recommending A2 hosting. For A2 hosting for 1 year you have to pay $130, but here for $130 you'll get it for 2 years. So you're getting very heavy discount over here. So I would recommend you, the higher the plan you select, the more discount you will get. So for 2 years you're paying $133, and if you just pay $40 more, you can purchase it for 4 years. So as I said earlier, the higher the plan you select and the more discount that you will get. So whatever plan or whatever option you want, you can select that thing, and after that you can scroll down. Then in the next step, you can enter your email address and they will create an account for you with this email. So you don't have to fill in a big form or anything, just enter your email address and they will create an account with this email. Just remember, whatever email address you enter here, make sure to remember this email address and make sure there is no spelling error or anything in this email, whatever you'll enter over here. Then you can select the payment method. There are many different payment methods available. You can make payment through your credit card, debit card, your ATM card, PayPal, Google Pay. And if you're watching this video from any country, there will be more payment gateways based on your country. For example, if you're watching this from India, you will have Google Pay, you will have Paytm, you will have Phone Pay, all those. You'll also have net banking and so many other payment options. And finally, at the end, make sure this coupon code is entered for you, Nayyar coupon code, so that you get some extra discount. For example, for 4 years, I have to pay $191, but if I enter this coupon code, NAYYAR, click on plus. Now, as you can see, you get a few more discount. So make sure to enter this coupon code. So you can select any plan, and after that, once you fill in all these things, just click on submit secure payment. Now, once you make the payment and once your payment is complete, you will automatically be redirected to this page. Now on this page, you have to set a new password. If you remember, in the previous step, we have entered the email address, and this is going to be a password. And make sure whatever password you enter over here, it is a strong password, which means that this password contains numbers, letters, some special characters like /, asterisks, some symbols like that. And once you enter the password, again I'm saying make sure to remember the email address that you've entered in your previous step and this password. After that, click on confirm. And now you will be redirected to this page. This is just a hello page, a new screen for you. There's nothing over here, you'll see this button, start now button. Click on this button and now a new process will start for you. So just click on this button. Now as you can see, first they are asking you a few things. Who you're creating this website for yourself, for a client, for a company you work for, or somebody else. You can select anything you want. So I'm selecting myself. Then it will ask you whether it is, what kind of website it is, a business website, blog, portfolio, online store. Again, I'm saying you can just select any option you want. Now this is just a simple survey, so whatever you select is not really important. In fact, if you want, you can skip this survey. So you'll see the skip link at the bottom corner, at the bottom of the screen. Click on that link. And now they'll ask you to select a platform. So what platform you want to use? WordPress, WooCommerce, some other platform. There's one more option, migrate my website. So if you already have a website created with some hosting or something like that, and if you're not really satisfied or happy with the performance of your website, you can migrate your website for free to Hostinger. I'll show you how that thing works. Right now, I would not recommend you to select migrate my website from here. There is another migrate option. I'll explain you later on in this video. For now, I would just recommend you to select the first option, WordPress. So click on this select button. Now once you click on this button, again you have to enter an email address and password. Now this email and password is for your WordPress account. So this will be your WordPress email and password. Whenever you want to log into your WordPress website, you'll have to enter this email and password. Again, you can enter any email address and password if you want. You can enter the same email and password over here. Then after that, click on continue. Now once you click on continue, you will see this page. As I said earlier, you will get a free domain with this hosting. So if you want to get your free domain, you can select the first option, claim a free domain, and you can enter whatever domain name you want. For example, if I want nayyar.co.in, I'll type in Nayyar over here, and at the right hand side in the domain name extension list, I'll select .co.in or whatever domain name extension you want. And after that, you can click on search. Now this will search whether this domain is available for you or not. If it is available, you will get this continue button. Now you can click on continue and proceed further. Now there is one more option, the third option, use an existing domain. Now this option is for those people who already have registered their domain name on some other website outside Hostinger, and if they want to use this domain name with Hostinger. For example, I have a domain name Blog which is registered on GoDaddy. Maybe I want to use that domain name with Hostinger, so I can type in that domain name over here. Okay, Blog and after that click on continue. Now in the next step, you will see where this domain name is registered and what is your current name servers. So we basically now have to change the name server, and I'll show you how that is done. For now, again, just click on continue. And now you'll see this page. Here you can see a default server location will be selected for you. Because I'm from India, for me, Asia data center location is selected. If you're from some other country, some other data center location will be selected for you. If you want, you can change this thing as well. Click on this thing. Here, as you can see, Europe, USA, so many different data center locations are available. Based on your target audience, you can change your data center location. And again, click on finish setup. Now this setup has started for you. Basically what is happening right now is WordPress is getting installed on your domain name. So this is a very small process, hardly takes around 3 to 4 minutes. So let's wait. Right, so here as you can see, this process is now completed. And once it is completed, you will see this screen. Now there will be few options given to you. You don't have to use any one of these options. What I would recommend you to do is just click on this link or click on this logo at the very top, Hostinger logo. You see this logo at the top? Click on this logo, Hostinger logo. Now once you click on this logo, you will now be redirected to this page, hpanel.hostinger.com. And whenever in future you want to come to this website, your Hostinger control panel, you have to enter this link, hpanel.hostinger.com, enter your email and password, and you will be logged in. Now first of all, let me explain you the migration process. If you want to migrate your website to Hostinger, you can click on this user icon that you see over here. Click on this and select migrate website. Now enter your website details. So click on add request and enter your website detail. So first of all, just select wherever you want to migrate to, and now enter your current domain name, enter your website WordPress dashboard link, which is wp-admin, enter your WordPress username and password, and select your current name server or select your current hosting provider. Once you do this thing, click on add request, and after that these guys at Hostinger, they will migrate your website for absolutely free. Now just go ahead and click on this hosting option, which is the second option in this menu. Now if you want to use some external domain, for example, as I have explained you earlier, if you want to use a domain name which is registered outside Hostinger, maybe on Namecheap, maybe on GoDaddy, Namebright, or some other website. So how you can do that? So first of all, go to that website wherein you have registered your domain name. So for example, I've registered one domain name on GoDaddy. So I'll go to GoDaddy, click on my products. Here you'll see all the domain names that you have registered. Maybe I want to use this domain name, nayyar.com. So I'll select this option, click on this options and click on manage DNS. Now whether you're using GoDaddy, Namecheap or any other domain name provider, you will always see this DNS option. So click on DNS option and here you will see your name servers. Okay, basically domain name servers, that is DNS. We need to change this DNS. So click on change and select this option, enter my own name server, click on advanced. Now basically there will be two name servers for you. Now before we enter this name server, first we have to enter this domain name over here. So click on add website and enter your website name. So my domain name that I want to migrate is nayyar.com. So I'll type in that domain name, select some password for this domain name and click on add website. Now once you click on add website, a new website will be added for you. So if you again come back to hosting, you will see a new option is added for you, nayyar.com. You can now click on manage and you will get the DNS for this name server. Now once you click on manage, first of all you can see domain status, it is saying not pointing to our name server. So we have to point the name servers of Hostinger. So you'll see the Hostinger name server, copy the name server number 1, paste it under line 1, obviously copy the name server number 2 and paste it under line 2 and now click on save. Now once you click on save, it can take up to 24 to 48 hours to link your domain name with Hostinger. Okay, so by that time you can wait for some time. And once it is completed, once you again come back to hosting, you will see once it is completed, you can click on manage and now you can click on dashboard. Now once you click on dashboard, you will see this screen and WordPress is automatically installed for you. So that is the reason why you can see the database name. You can see the PHP version, current WordPress version that is installed on your domain name. An SSL certificate will also be installed for you. If it is not installed for you, you will see a button, install SSL. Just click on this button and SSL will be installed for you. So this this logpad will be installed for you. Make sure to click on that button. And also make sure that light speed is on for you. Okay, this thing is tick mark for you. Okay. Now, if you don't see this screen, basically it means that WordPress is not installed for you. So you will see another option. Instead of this, you will see install WordPress. You can click on install button. You can select the domain name on which you want to install. So you click on advanced, select the domain name and click on next. Okay, WordPress will be installed for you. Just make sure to remember your username and password. You can set some password over here and make sure to remember username and password. Don't need to do that thing because we have already completed the process. I'm just explaining you that sometimes if it does not happen for you, you can follow this process. Now let's do one thing. Let's log into our WordPress website. So you'll see this button over here, edit website. Click on this button. A new tab will be open for you and you will now be automatically redirected to your WordPress dashboard. And now as you can see, you are automatically logged into your WordPress dashboard. This is the WordPress dashboard. This page, the dashboard page of your website, is the most important page because from this page you will be controlling your website. Whether you want to create a new blog post, whether you want to manage blog post, manage comments, payments, anything, you will be controlling your entire website from this page. And whenever you want to land on this page, you have to enter your website name. After that, put in /wp-admin. You will land on this page. Obviously, they will ask you your email address and password. Once you enter that thing, you will land on this page. Now, this is one way of entering your dashboard. Another way of entering your dashboard is through this option. You come to Edge panel, click on dashboard and click on edit website. Once you click on edit website, you will automatically be logged into your dashboard. Don't need to enter the email address and password. So both the options are available. Now, whenever we install WordPress on a new domain name, there are a few things that we have to understand. There are a few settings that we have to do. First of all, on your dashboard, you'll see there are so many widgets. These are not really important. So let's get rid of all of these options. So click on screen option at top, this option, and untick everything from here. All right. These are not really important. So we'll just untick them from here. Now, at the left hand side, you'll see the next option is your post option. And we'll be using this post option to create these blog posts. Okay, these affiliate blog posts, we'll be creating it from here. For now, you can see one dummy blog post, hello world, is created for you. Later on in this video, we'll delete this one and create our own custom blog post. Then we have the media option. Now, whatever media files you're using, all these thumbnails, images, whatever media file you're using on this website, you'll see all of those over here and you can manage them from here. Then we have the pages option. Obviously, from this option, we'll be creating different pages. Then we have the comments option. Now, whenever someone posts any comment on your website, you will see that comment over here. By default, it will be unapproved. You can approve that comment. You can reply them. You can mark them spam. Or if you want, you can even delete the comment. Then leave all these options. Just click on appearance. Now, under appearance, you'll see one theme is installed for you and also activated for you. 2022 theme is activated for you. And 2 more themes will be installed for you. Now, what is a theme? If you open this website in a new tab, if you open your website in a new tab, here as you can see, this is how your website is looking right now. Now, this design and appearance of your website is because of this theme, 2022 theme. If you just go ahead and activate some other theme, for example, if I activate this 2020 theme, again come back to my website and refresh it, you can see your website design is completely changed. We did not do anything, we just changed the theme. So you can see this is what a theme does. Theme changes your website design and appearance. Now we just need one theme installed and activated. So all these extra themes, we can just click on that and we can delete it. So click on this theme at the bottom right corner, click on delete and delete this theme. We don't need this 2020 or 2022 theme. We'll be using some other theme, obviously a free theme, but a much better theme. Now at the left hand side, we'll see next option is your plugins option. Now we have just seen what a theme is. A theme is basically your website design and appearance. Now what is a plugin? A plugin is kind of a software or an add-on that will add some extra features and functionalities to your WordPress website. For example, to do SEO on your website, we'll need a new plugin. There is one plugin for SEO already installed for you, all-in-one SEO. This is a plugin that will help you to do SEO on your website. Now there are multiple plugins for SEO. For example, this is one all-in-one SEO. There is Yoast SEO. There is Rank Math SEO. You can use any of these plugins. So basically, this is what a plugin does. A plugin adds some extra features and functionalities to your WordPress website. So appearance or theme is the design, plugin is the software or the functionalities. Now what I would recommend you to do is delete all these plugins, deactivate and delete all these plugins. We don't need these plugins. So you can do it one by one. You can click on delete, you can click on deactivate and deactivate the plugin. Or if you want to save some time, just click on this thing or tick mark this thing. This will select all these plugins. Now go to bulk action and select deactivate, click on apply. So this will deactivate all the plugins at once. Also delete all these plugins. So again, tick mark this thing, select everything. Just untick this one, Lightspeed Cache. We need this plugin. So just untick this thing, rest all, you can just tick mark them and delete it. Okay, so now select delete, click on apply. It will delete all these plugins. Now I would recommend you to activate this Lightspeed Cache at the end of the video. Now once you see the entire video, once you complete this website, after that you can come and go click on activate and activate this plugin. Now after that you can click on settings at the left hand side and you can do some basic settings on your website. For example, you can give your website some name. Okay, so maybe I want to give my website name of Blog Dude or maybe Travel Expert, whatever your website name is or your company's name is. And after that you can add some tagline. Okay, basically you can describe your website in few words. So I'll just type in best travel advice or anything like that. Then after that you can do one thing, you can change your time zone. Okay, based on your country you can change the time zone. So because I'm from India, I'll select the Kolkata time zone. And after that click on save changes. Then after that under settings you will see permalinks, click on that. And for you some other option will be selected for you. I would recommend you to select this permalink structure, post name permalink structure. This is the most SEO friendly permalink structure. So make sure you select this post name permalink structure. Click on save changes. Now again come back to your dashboard. And with this we have completed all the basic and important settings related to our WordPress website. Alright, so now let's do one thing. Let's install all the required themes and plugins. Now the very first plugin that we need is Elementor Page Builder. So this plugin will help you to build your pages. Basically this plugin will help you to create these different pages, the home page, about page, contact page, blog page, all these pages. So this is a designing plugin. Now to download this plugin you again have to open a new tab and type in blogdude.com/Elementor. In fact, you don't have to type in this thing. This link is again given to you in the video description below. You can simply click on that link and you should be now redirected to this page. And here you have to do one thing. In fact, let me open this page in a new private window, incognito window. You don't have to do that thing. Because I'm using Elementor Pro, sometimes it creates a problem for me. You can just open this link, blogdude.com/Elementor. And then we have to go to this option. Basically click on this buy now button. And then we have to go to this option. You will see this plugin option. By default, cloud website is selected. We want to select plugin. We don't need the cloud website. We just need the plugin. And we need the free plugin. Okay, so select this free and click on get started. Now they will ask you to create a new account. Just enter your email and password. Just select any email and password and this will create a new account for you. If you already have an account, just enter the email and password and click on sign in. Now once you log in, you will see they will ask you a few questions. Who you're creating this website for. Now again, this is also just a simple survey. So if you want, you can fill in this survey, or if you want, you can click on the skip link at the top right corner. Okay, just click on that skip link and this will skip this thing. Now you will see this page and at the bottom, you will see Elementor for free. We want this free Elementor. Click on continue. And now they will ask you to enter your website link. So copy your website link and paste it over here and click on check for WordPress. And obviously because we have WordPress, you will get a new option. Install Elementor. Click on this button. Now once you click on this button, you will see this page in Elementor website builder. And at the bottom right corner, you will see install now. Click on install now to install this plugin. And once this plugin is installed, you can go ahead and activate this plugin as well. So you can click on activate plugin and this plugin will be activated. You will see a welcome screen. You can just, cut this thing. Just click on this X and you can exit this thing because this is not really important. Now once you install this plugin, after that we have to install a few more plugins. In fact, first let's do one thing. Let's install a new theme. We want to change the style of this website. We want a new theme. So click on appearance, click on add new to add a new theme, and under search themes, search for Ocean WP. You will see this plugin over here. You will see this theme over here, Ocean WP theme. This is the theme that we need. So click on install and make sure to install this theme. Now once it is installed, you can just go ahead and activate it. So click on activate theme. Now once you activate any theme, they will give you some pop-ups. They will recommend you a few plugins. We don't want that, so you can cut that thing. And now we can also delete the 2020 theme. This is also not really important. Now the first thing that you need to do is you need to enable auto updates, so that whenever a new update is available of the plugin, for example, right now you're using the version 3.3.4. Whenever 3.3.5 is available, once you enable auto updates, it will automatically be updated for you. Now let's install all the required plugins. So click on plugins and now click on add new, and under search plugins, search for Ocean WP. Now this thing, the Ocean WP plugin developers, they have also created few free plugins for you. So you can download these plugins from here. Ocean Extra, this is the plugin that we need. Then we need Ocean Custom Sidebar. This is also really important. And after that, we also need Ocean Social Sharing. Okay, so install these three plugins from here. So these plugins will add some extra features and functionalities to your theme, to your Ocean WP theme. Then after that, we need few more plugins. We need the Post Grid plugin. So just search for Post Grid. We don't need to activate it right now. We can activate all the plugins at once. And let's see where we have that. Here it is. Okay, so instead of Post Grid, you can search for the Post Grid. Okay, so that you get the first result. If you search for the Post Grid. Okay, again we are seeing, okay, so this is basically the one, the PostGrid shortcode Elementor add-ons for PostGrid by Radius theme. Okay, so this is the one that we want. So make sure to install this plugin as well. Now what this plugin will do is this will add this option, this PostGrid option to your website. So we have a post option with Elementor free version, but that is not really good. That does not look good and it does not have many features. But with this plugin, you will have this PostGrid option. There are many different designs available. You can also design it yourself and many features also available in that particular plugin. Then we need the Cadence blog. Okay, so if you search for Cadence blog, K-A-D-E-N-C-E blog or blogs, you will see this plugin over here. Gutenberg blogs by Cadence blogs. Install this plugin. Again, this is also by Cadence WP. So make sure you're installing the one by Cadence WP, Gutenberg blogs. Okay. And these blocks, basically this plugin will help you to create these blocks or elements that I was talking about. So let me open this blog post and show you this thing. So here as you can see, this block is created using this plugin. Also this pros and cons element is created using this plugin, Gutenberg blogs by Cadence blogs. And finally, we need one plugin for SEO. So if you just search for SEO, you will see so many different plugins will pop up. We have Yoast SEO, we have all-in-one SEO, we have Rank Math SEO, we have so many more SEO plugins. The one that I want to use is this one, Rank Math SEO. You can use any one of these three, Yoast, all-in-one SEO or Rank Math. I'm using Rank Math because in most of the videos or in most of my websites also I've used this plugin. Now again, come back to plugins. And here as you can see, all these plugins are installed for you. You just need to activate them. So again, tick mark this thing. It will select all these plugins from here. Under bulk action, select activate and click on apply. All the plugins will be activated for you at once and this will save you a lot of time. Now once they are activated, again as I said whenever you install or activate any plugins, you will always see some notices. You can dismiss all these notices from here. So just dismiss them from here. Okay. And after that you can untick these options as well. Now for plugins also, make sure to go to plugins and do one thing, install or enable auto updates for all these plugins. Okay, so tick mark this thing and select enable auto updates for all the plugins. And again, I will just deactivate the Lightspeed cache plugin. I want to activate at the end of the video. Alright, so with this we have installed all the required themes and plugins. Alright, so now let's do one thing. Let's set up the Rank Math SEO plugin. Okay, so you'll see this option over here because we have installed all the plugins. You will see this Rank Math option at the bottom left. Click on that option and first time when you click on this option, you will see this setup wizard. So first we have to connect our website with different Google platforms, as I've explained you in the beginning. So you can just click on this button, connect your account, and they will create a new account for you. You can change your email address. This is the default email address. If you want, you can change it as well. I'll just go ahead and click on activate now, and this will activate my website. Now we have to use this option. First of all, whether you want the easy or advanced option, we'll select the advanced option and click on start visit. Now if there is because we had this plugin earlier, all-in-one SEO plugin, so if there was any setting related to that, it will import those settings on this plugin. So we'll click on start import. Although it was just an empty thing, no setting were available, but still, then we'll click on continue. Then you have to select what your website is. So your website is basically a personal blog, or if it is something else, whether if it is an e-commerce website, you can select e-commerce website. Then you can type in, or you can select the type of website. Because this is a personal blog, we'll select this option. Okay. Then logo for Google. So you have to upload your logo. So I'll do one thing. There is actually a link given to you in the video description below. If you click on that link, you will be redirected to my website blogdude.com. Now, whenever I create a YouTube tutorial, I always create a blog post for that. For example, for my latest video, how to create a freelancing and micro job marketplace website. So you will be redirected to a similar blog post. First of all, you'll see the video that you're watching right now. Then after that, you will see some important links, and at the bottom, you will see download free images. Once you click on this download button, you will download a zip file. You have to right click on that zip file, and you will download you'll download the CSS file, and you will download few images like this. So these are just some dummy images. If you want, you can use them for your website. And the only important thing I think is this CSS file, okay, which would look something like this. So you can download that file, come over here. Now I'll upload my logo from here. All right, so this is probably my logo. So I'll upload it, click on use this logo. And for social media platform default share image, I'll explain you about this thing. First, let me just select an image for my website, okay? So I'll select this image and click on use this image. I'll explain you about this image later on. Default social share image. Click on save and continue for now. Now we have to connect to Google services. Okay, so you can just click on connect Google services, and this will do it for you. You can select any email address. Obviously, it should be a Gmail address. So maybe I'll select the second one, realnayyar@gmail.com, or you can select any email address you want. Now click on continue. Now once you click on continue, it will automatically create an account for you for this search console. You'll see for the search console, this account is already created for you, affiliate2.blogdude, or whatever your domain name is. So based on your domain name, they will create an account for you. But for analytics, Google Analytics and AdSense, you have to do it manually. So for search console, it happens automatically. For analytics, you have to do it manually. So let's see how that is done. So for that, go to Google Analytics. So basically go to analytics.google.com. Okay, enter this link, analytics.google.com, and log into your email address. Just make sure you remember the email address that you have selected in your previous step. So I selected this email address, realnayyar@gmail.com. So I'll select this email, and over here you have to create a new property for this website that we are creating right now. So to create a new property, you have to click on this admin at the bottom left. And here you have to click on create a new account. We'll have to create a new account and then create a new property. So click on create account, and you can name this account anything. I'll name it affiliate2. In fact, I'll just copy the link. I'll enter this name, affiliate2.blogdude. You can tick mark everything from here and click on next. And after that, under property name also, I'll type in the same same name, so that I remember that this property is for this particular website. Then time zone, you can select time zone based on your country. So I'll type in the country name India, and after that click on next again. Then you can select what type of website it is, okay? And after that, what type of your organization is, how big or small the organization is, and how do you intend to use Google Analytics with your business. You can select anything and click on create. Then after that, you can just tick mark all these options and click on I accept. You will automatically be redirected to the next step. Now in this step, you have to choose the platform. We are creating this for a website, so we have to select web, and you have to enter your website name or website link over here, which is this. Okay, so I'll enter the link, and after that, under stream name, you can enter your website name. Okay, and after that, click on create stream. Once you click on create stream, basically it will be done for you. You will get this option here. As you can see, this is your stream ID, and this is the most important thing. This is your Google Analytics ID, G for ID. Okay, Google something like this. So this is your measurement ID or your analytics ID. Now on this website, if you again come back over here, refresh it, it will automatically be created. Right now it is not, but once I refresh this page, you will see this will be created and selected for me. So search console was automatically selected. Now for this also, you will see here, as you can see, affiliate2.blogdude.com. Under property also, you will see affiliate2.blogdude.com, and under view, you should see this data stream that we have just created. All right. So, and with this is also done. You can also tick mark this thing, install analytics code. Now you cannot do it for AdSense. For that you need the Rank Math Pro plugin. We are using the free version, but no worries, we can do it manually later on. So for now, Google Analytics and Search Console is done. You can click on save and continue. And over here, make sure everything is tick marked for you. So they will automatically create sitemaps for you, which will help you to index your website pages on Google search results. And also make sure everything is tick marked. Click on save and continue. And rest everything is good. Click on save and continue. And with this is done. You can now click on return to dashboard. Now click on dashboard. So with this, the basic settings are now completed. And you will see this thing, this widget over here on your dashboard. This is important, so we don't need to hide this thing. This will tell you about your total impressions, total clicks through Google search results, and so on. Now let's go ahead and let's create our first blog post. So for that, we'll click on post, and we have this hello world. This is a dummy blog post, as I said earlier. So we have to go ahead and delete this thing. So click on trash, it will be deleted. And let's go ahead and create our first blog post. So click on add new. Now I'll do one thing. I'll come back to the demo website and I'll use this option. Okay, this blog post that we have created, we'll copy paste the content over here, and I'll explain you how to use the content. Now basically I'll give you two examples, and I'll create two different blog posts for you. So this is the first blog post. Now in this example, in this blog post, I'll show you how to create a blog post, how you should start your introduction, how you should select your focus keyword, and how to use that focus keyword throughout the website. Then all the different elements that you need, like table of content, how to use heading, where to use H2, where to use paragraph or heading 3 or heading 4. I'll explain you about those things. Then how to use internal and external links, and how to add SEO ranking, or how to improve SEO ranking for your media files. So all these things we'll see in the first example in the first blog. Then we'll create another blog post, and in that blog post, our main focus will be affiliate links and how to create different reusable elements, beautiful elements like your pros and cons elements, review element, tables, all those things. Okay, so we'll see two blog posts, and in two blog posts, we'll focus and we'll cover everything related to SEO and also everything related to affiliate marketing. So let's see our first example. This is our first example. And here, as you can see, the title says WordPress 6.0 overflowing with significant features and improvements. Obviously, this has nothing to do with travel or anything, but because I'm more aware of WordPress things, so I can write an article for WordPress, and this makes a lot of sense for me. So I'll give you an example with this. You can apply the same procedure, same steps, same thinking for any type of website that you're creating, whether it's for travels, whether it's for gadgets, technology, anything it is. So first you have to enter your title. So under title, type in your title. Now, first of all, you have to make sure you always select a focus keyword. Now, as you can see in the title, it says WordPress 6.0 overflowing with significant features and improvements. So in this particular blog post, I'm basically and mainly talking about WordPress 6, this new feature or this new version of WordPress. So this is going to be my focus keyword. So I can do one thing. I can select this option. You will see this option over here. Okay, this Rank Math logo at the top right corner. Click on that logo. And under focus keyword, type in this keyword. Now, right now your score is 8 out of 100. SEO score is 8 out of 100. If I enter the focus keyword, it will automatically jump to 45 out of 100. So focus keyword is that important. So focus keyword tells Google that this is the thing that we are talking about. So whenever somebody searches on Google WordPress 6, rank my article, this particular article for this keyword. So that is basically what a focus keyword is. And we already have this under basic SEO. As you can see, we already have one thing tick mark for us. We are using focus keyword in the SEO title. So this is very important. You should always try to improve or try to add your focus keyword as your first option or your first letter or your first word. If not possible for the first word, at least enter your focus keyword in the title. Your focus keyword must be present in the title. Very important. Now, once you're done with the title, you can now click on this option. This is the content section. And now we can start with your content. Now in the content, you don't just add any heading or just start like that. First, give an introduction to your blog post. So here, as you can see, this is my introduction for this article. So basically what all you will be learning or what I'm talking about in this particular article. Okay, so again in the article also, as you can see, the very first word is this WordPress 6.0. So the very first word in the title, also the very first word in the article. So as you can see, we are very focused on SEO aspect of the business. So you can also do one thing. You can come over here and you can add your own introduction. So in the introduction also, try to use the focus keyword as many times as possible. So as you can see, focus keyword WordPress 6.0 is used over here. In the second line also it is used, WordPress 6.0. Okay, so and again in the third line also, don't whenever you're using WordPress focus keyword, make sure it makes sense. The sentence makes sense. Don't just use anywhere. And again, if you see, just by doing this much, we have just started our article and we already have a SEO score of 61. So this is really great. Now once you add your introduction, and by the way, your introduction could be like 2 or 3 paragraphs or even one single paragraph. And make sure you use small paragraphs, like only 3-4 lines or 5 lines. Don't use a paragraph of 20 lines, then another paragraph of 20 lines. If you see the entire blog post that I've created, or this is not my blog post, again I've got it from internet, basically from Fast Comment blogs. So if you see this entire blog post, you can see only small paragraphs are used, 3 lines, 4 lines, 5 lines. Okay, so you should also do like this. Don't create a paragraph of 20 lines, 30 lines. Okay, create small paragraphs. So we have created 2 simple and small paragraphs for the introduction. Then after that, we want our table of content. So for table of content, you can come over here. You don't need to add all these things. These options or these headings will be automatically added for you. We just need to add the element over here. So you can now click on, you can just press enter. Now you'll come to next option and new element can be added from here. So you have to click on this plus button and search for table of content. Here as you can see, table of contents, click on that. Now because we don't have any heading, there is this table of content is empty, but that is not to worry. We can now go ahead and add few more options. So if you click outside this box, you will see this pencil button or this plus button. Click on this plus button. And now let's start with the first thing that we are talking about. Now the very first thing that I'm talking about is backup before updating. Obviously, whenever you're trying to install a new version, you should always back up your website or your app, so that if the new version does not work properly, you have the backup, you can restore your website. So this is the first thing that I'm talking about. And this is my heading. And after that, whatever comes, this will be under this heading. So I'm talking about backing up the website before updating. And so again, 2-3 simple paragraphs, and I'm including this thing. So this is my first heading. Now, because this is a heading, I will use the heading element for this. So click on heading and enter the heading. Now, once you enter the heading, you can also select what type of heading you want, H2, H3, whatever heading you want. If you want, you can also select heading 3, but I'm keeping it at heading 2. Then after that, whatever the content is. So again, this is one simple paragraph. So I'll click on this plus button, add paragraph, add this paragraph. And after that, if you want to create a list like this one, you can just go ahead and add the list element. Okay, so you have to make it readable. You have to, whenever you're creating a blog post, obviously you want people to love reading that blog post. So you just cannot add only text. Make sure to use images, make sure to use, make it more readable. Basically make sure to use these bulleted list or numbered list, use all these elements, make it more readable. So we'll use this list. If you just search for list element, this is the simple list element. Now whatever thing you want. So I want people to back up their plugins, themes, press enter, a new list will be created for you. Media library, WordPress files, database. Okay, right. So you can create a list like this. Then I'm also telling to back up the database. And if you enter new line, now you have, if you want to finish this thing, press enter again, and now this will finish. And then after that, what I'm doing is I'm creating another paragraph. In this paragraph, I'm doing few things. I'm recommending, or this particular author is recommending 2 different things. Okay, they are recommending 2 different softwares for backing up your website, daily backups and backup buddy. Now in this option or in this paragraph, you can see we are recommending this backup buddy things. So this is basically a plugin that will help you to back up your website, back up your WordPress website. So this is how it is used. This is how you should use internal and external links. And this is how you can use your affiliate links as well. Now, maybe if you are an affiliate with Backup Buddy, you can do one thing. You can add your affiliate link, and how you'll use it. First, let me get rid of this thing. First, let me remove this link. So I'll click on this thing, select this option, and link is now removed. Now this is just a regular thing. Now Backup Buddy is a plugin, and maybe you are an affiliate for that plugin, and if you want to get commission if somebody clicks on this link and purchases it. So you can do one thing. To link it, you can select it like this, and after that you will see this link option. Click on this link and enter your affiliate link. So whatever your affiliate link is, I'll just copy this link address and I'll paste in this link. Okay. And for affiliate links, it is always better to open in a new tab. So whenever somebody clicks on this link, they will still be on the same page, but this link will open in a new tab. So once you select this thing, after that, enter this thing, or after that, click on submit, this link will be added. As you can see, because it is added, now you see this, a blue option when I hover this thing. And this is your external link. External link is obviously when somebody clicks on this, when somebody clicks on any link, they are redirected to some page or some post outside your website. Okay, so this is, if they click on this thing, they will be redirected to ithemes.com. So this is an external link. There could be some internal link as well. Maybe you have written an article for how to back up your website. So you can also redirect your users to that particular article. So basically they have done the same thing over here under daily backup. Let me remove this link. When somebody clicks on daily backups, I want to redirect them to an article maybe that I've written earlier, wherein I've explained how you can back up your website. So if I want to link them like that, I can select this thing and I can click on this link address. And now maybe I'll copy my website link and paste it over here. Okay. I don't want to open this in a new tab. I'll just click on submit. Now this is your internal link and this Backup Buddy is your external link. So this is how you can use your links. Affiliate link also, you don't need to create big buttons. I'll explain you how to create buttons as well. But most of the times only these links will also do enough for you. Now the most important thing when you're writing a blog post, the most important thing in your mind should be that I want to help somebody make a decision. So you're helping somebody to make a decision. For example, if it is a review for any mobile phone or any software, you must first use that mobile phone or that software so that you know everything inside out about that software. And after that, you can write a review of that and you can add all the pros and cons, and you can recommend that or not recommend that thing to your customers or to your visitors or to your readers. So the main thing of writing a blog post should be to help somebody make a purchase decision. That is the most important thing. If you really help somebody to make a purchase decision, your conversion rate will, just jump up. You will see more conversions through your affiliate links. If your article is just, some cocktail of different websites, you have just copied, different things from different websites and created your own article, that I think will not be very useful or very helpful for your visitors. So you should first use that thing, whatever thing you're recommending or you're reviewing or whatever thing you're writing your article on. First, make sure to use that thing, everything inside out, and then write an article about that thing so that your article helps somebody to make a purchase decision or any kind of decision. Now again, let's go ahead and create a new heading. So this is the new heading, what all new features are available. So as you can see, this is a main heading, and after that we have some subheadings as well. So web fonts API, and after that some more global style switching. These are all subheadings under the WordPress 6.0 new features. So this is going to be our new heading. So I'll press enter, click on this plus button, and after that I'll select heading. Okay, and this will also be my heading 2. So I'll type in the heading, and after that again another paragraph and all the listing and everything for this option. Okay, so I'll add this paragraph and few listings. Okay, so I'll just add it like this. I've already explained you about this paragraph. Now when you want to create a subheading, you use the same heading element, but you decrease the heading option. Let me show you. So this is also an heading. So I'll click on this plus button, search heading, press, just enter the heading, but I'll make it heading 3. Okay, because this is a subheading under WordPress 6.0. Okay, so that is the reason why. And after that, what all content comes under that, you can add that content. Okay, paste it over here. Now if you want to add code, for example, here we are displaying code. If you just copy paste the code, this code will actually transform into content. So if you want to add any code, whether it is CSS code, HTML code, you should always use the code element. So click on this plus button and search for code element. You will see this is the code element that you should be using. Now you can write your code. Okay, so this is the code that I want to write. And after that, paste it over here. Now this will not convert into content. This will remain code. Now again click on outside box, click on plus button and whatever thing you want to add after that. So maybe we have another paragraph over here, so I'll add paragraph, and after that we have our first media file, okay, first image. So let me actually get this image from here. I'll select the image element, upload this image. So click on upload and select this image, click on open. Now whenever you use any image, you can also do some SEO for the image as I've explained you earlier. And this image is basically explaining this thing, Web Fonts API. So this is explaining this thing. Now before we do anything else, first you should always add caption for this image. So basically you're explaining your visitors or your readers what this image is. So what I'll do is I'll click on add caption and I'll type in WordPress 6.0 the Web Font API screenshot. Okay. So this is basically caption is describing what thing is available in the image. Now, as I have explained you in the introduction, SEO for media files are different. Okay. So what I can do is if you want to improve the SEO for this media file, because we have Google images as well, people search for images on Google. So if you improve the SEO for this particular image, people will search for some image, they will click on the image and they will land on your blog post. So this is also important. So let's see how we can improve the SEO score for this media file. For that, you have to come back to your dashboard and you have to click on media. You have this media file over here. You can click on this thing and you can add alternate text. Okay, under alternative text, I'll type in the same thing, WordPress 6.0, the Web Font API screenshot. Under title also, I'll type in the same thing, caption also and description also. Now the main difference between caption and alternative text is caption is seen in the front page. Okay, in the front end. People can read, when they read the article, they read the caption. Now alternate text is the text which will appear when the image is broken or when the image does not load properly. Let me explain you. First of all, enter all these things. And after that, let me actually do one thing, publish this blog post. You should not publish it. You should, first draft it. Once it is completed, only then you should publish it. But because I want to show you the difference between caption and alternative text, I am publishing it. Now, if I open this blog post in a new tab, okay, this is how the blog post is looking right now. If I come back over here, this is the caption I can see. Now let me break this image. Okay, so if I inspect this image, okay, let me show you this image. And this is the link for this image. So I'll do one thing. I'll change the link. Okay. Now as you can see, we have this broken image. Okay. This image is now broken. Now because this image is broken, you see few things over here. If you see the HTML tag, we have fig caption. Okay, so this caption is for your Google search result. So Google will read this thing from here. Okay, so this is your thing that you want to add over here. So make sure you add that caption as well. Again, let's come back to the blog post. Now similarly, rest all the things are basically same. Again, there is another, this is also another, subtext, subheading. So you can click on plus button, heading, add the heading and make it H3 so that it is subheading. And after that, everything else is same. Okay, basically the process is all same with images and all. So you can keep on adding these elements. I'll just, paste in the element like this. Okay, and make it H3 and like this. Okay, now if you want to style this thing, I would not recommend you to style it from here. From the right hand side, you can style it from here, but I would not recommend you to do it. And I'll explain you how you can style it at the end of the video. We'll style everything at once. Now let's see the SEO part. Till now we are focusing on this part, okay, on the blog part. And if you also see this thing, because we have added these headings, they are already present in the table of content. So you don't have to do it manually. It is automatically added. Backup before updating was our heading 2. WordPress 6.0 was also our heading 2. And because these things were heading 3, they have come under this heading 2 element. Okay, so that is the reason why we select heading 2 and then heading 3. Now let's see the SEO part. If I click on 78, we already have a very good, rating or score for SEO, almost 80%. But let's see how we can improve this score. First, let's see what all things we have got right and what all things we have to improve. So first of all, as I've already explained you, we already have the focus keyword in the SEO title, which is this title. Then we have the focus keyword inside the meta description. Okay, so this is your description. You can change your meta description as well. I'll explain you later on when we see this option. Okay, you have this option, schema detail. Then we have the preview snippet option. Okay, then we also have this option, the preview option, edit snippet. You can add the description. I'll explain you about that thing later on. For now, we have this description. We have the focus keyword inside the meta description. Then we have the focus keyword in the URL. If you want to see your URL, you have to click on this option. Okay, you have to come back, cancel this thing. Okay, click on this gear icon, click on post. So click on gear icon and click on post, you will see this thing. Now under URL slug, this is the link of this blog post, and here also we have this WordPress 6. As you can see, this is our focus keyword. So the focus keyword is also present in the URL slug, which is in your link. If you see this blog post, this is the link. Okay, so that is also a good thing, we have got it right. Then focus keyword appears in the first 10% of the content. As I was explaining you earlier, whenever you write your blog post, make sure to add your focus keyword at the very beginning of the blog post. So that is very good for SEO ranking. Then we have content is 802, like 800 words long. Okay, if you want, you can add more words, you can make it even more lengthier, and after that you will get it right. It is right, but it is still orange, not green. So if you want to furthermore improve it, you can add more content. Now let's see some additional. So these are all basic SEO. Let's see some additional SEO. In additional SEO also, we have already got so many things right without even trying it. So you can understand it yourself. If you write a good blog post, you don't really have to focus on SEO. Your SEO score will automatically be good. So focus keyword is found in the subheading. Now because we have added these subheadings, and this is also a subheading, as you can do, heading 2. And in the subheading also we have used this focus keyword. So this is also right for you. Focus keyword is also used in the image alternative text. We have already seen this thing under alternative text. We have added this focus keyword of WordPress 6.0. So that is also a good thing. Now keyword density is also good. Keyword density is 1.37. And the focus keyword and combination appears 11 times. So this focus keyword basically appears 11 times in this blog post till now. Now URL is a little bit longer. So here they are saying URL is 98 characters long. Consider shortening it. So let's see how we can shorten the URL. So again, click on this gear icon, click on post and select this URL slug. So we can actually do one thing. In this we can remove this thing. Okay, we can type in WordPress 6.0 features and improvements. Okay, only this much. Now again, if you again come back, now as you can see, score is improved to 82. Again, if you go to additional, this is also tick mark for you. So it is nice. Then we are also linking to external resources. I've already explained you about this thing. External link, backup buddy, it was outside your website. Internal link, linking to some other blog post on your website. And at least one link we do follow found on your blog post, which is also good. Now, if you don't understand any one of these options, for example, I don't know what this thing means. What is this keyword density? What should be the keyword density for my website? You can always click on this question mark. It will open an article for you and you can read this article and you can read about this thing. For example, as you can see, this is talking about keyword density, what your keyword density should be and how you can improve your keyword density. Then it is talking about URL length. What should your URL length will be and what is the URL basically they are talking about. So you can always click on this question mark if you don't understand any one of these certain point. Okay, it says we cannot find any internal links in your content, although we have added the internal link. Let's see. Okay, we have added the link for the demo website. We have to add a link for this website. Demo website is affiliate.blogdude and this is affiliate2.blogdude. Now, if I again do this, here as you can see now, because the internal link is present, this is also tick mark for you. You haven't used this focus keyword before, which is good. So you are not creating 10 different blog posts for the same focus keyword, which is also a good thing. Now you can use the content AI. This is a premium feature. We don't want to use it. Okay, so let's leave it at this. So additional, everything is completed. Now let's see the readability thing. Now under readability, focus keyword is used at the very beginning of the SEO title, which is good. So in the title, we have used the focus keyword in the beginning. Your title has a positive or a negative sentiment. So your title must have a positive or a negative sentiment. Now, if you don't understand what this thing means and how I can again incorporate this thing in my blog post, you can always click on this question mark. You can read the article related to that. So sentiment in a title, you can read the article and how you can improve this thing. What all words you can use for power words, which is going to be your next point. If you see, power word does not contain a power word, at least add one single power word. So what this power word is, what all are the different list of power words and how you can incorporate this in your blog post. You can read that thing as well. Then content readability, we have everything good. We have table of content, we are using it. We are using short paragraphs, as I've said you earlier in the video. Always use short paragraph, 3, 4, 5 different lines. not make it 10-20 different lines of paragraphs. So paragraphs should be short. Also, your content uses images and or videos. So we are using 2 images, you can add more images and so on. Now similarly, you can go ahead and add and complete your article. Now once you complete your article, always add this thing at the end, conclusion at the end, okay? Summary or conclusion at the end. So here, as you can see, this is our summary. I'll add this summary at the end. Okay, so very good. And make it H2. Okay, so that this is added in your table of content. Here, as you can see, summary added in your table of content. Now once you're done, you can come to gear icon, click on gear icon, click on post. And here you have to do few things. Right now it is uncategorized. We have to create a category for this, and we have to assign a category to this blog post. Now I'll create a WordPress category. Okay. Now because we are talking about WordPress, whenever in future I am talking about WordPress or I create a blog post related to WordPress, I can always select this WordPress category. Then you can also give some tags. So WordPress could be a tag. Okay. Then after that, you can just enter comma and add a new tag. And after that, website could be a tag. Okay. And technology could be another tag. Then we have to add a featured image. Okay. So if you see the demo website, this image at the top, this is the featured image. So if you want to add this image, you can click on set featured image. I want to add this image as my featured image, or maybe if you want to add some other image as your featured image, you can select that image as well. So you can upload that image. So maybe let's upload this image. Click on open. Now for this image as well, as I've explained you earlier, add the alternative text or title, caption, description. So I'll just do one thing. I'll add this thing under the title, caption, description, everything. Click on set featured image. Okay. So you have also added your featured image. Once it is completed, you can now click on update. And with this, you have created your first blog post. You can click on view blog post, and you can see this is how your blog post is looking right now. Obviously, we'll improve the designing and everything. Right now, it is not looking very good. We'll improve the designing at the end of the video. Right now, you can see the blog post is now complete. People can come, they can leave a reply, they can leave a comment, you can reply to that comment. They can also share this content or share this blog post on different social media platforms. So we have this social share option as well. Okay. All right. So this was your first option, first example. We have seen how to create a blog post, and we have seen all the basic elements. So how to use content, how to use title, internal, external links, table of content, and everything. Now let's create another blog post, and this is going to be your example number 2. And in this example, our main focus will not be SEO, because we have already seen and learned about SEO, but my main focus will be showing you how to create these elements, because these are some really important elements, and this also makes your blog post beautiful. Okay, using these elements, pros and cons elements, product details element, then how to add these links, okay, these buttons, all those things on your website. So now let's see how we can create these options. So again, come back to your dashboard. Now let's again click on this add new button to add a new blog post, and our second blog post will be this one. So as I said earlier, now again the same thing, you have the title, we'll copy and paste in the title to save some time. Then after that we have the content and all. So we have already seen these things, internal, external links and all. So I'll just copy and paste in this thing. Okay, table of content, will press enter, come to next line, click on plus and search for table of content. Okay, here it is. And then press enter, not here, after this content, or just press outside and click on this plus button. Let's see what we have. We have the heading and all. So I'll just copy it till here, and after that I'll show you how to create this thing. Okay, so I'll copy the paragraph, use the paragraph, paste in this thing. All right. So this is how it is looking. And then after that, let's see how we can create this element. So this products element. Again, I'm saying this is not my blog post. This is, I guess, a website named Healthline. That is, it is their blog post. I just used it to give you an example of how a blog post will look like and how to create these kind of elements. Now, if you want to create an element like this one, let's see how we can do that. So these kind of elements are really useful, especially if you're creating a product review. So you can add the product image, and after that you can give some details in this bulleted list form. So price, age range, type, dosage. So this is related to some multivitamins. So this is because of that. And if it is some other product, it is a bag or some camera, whatever the product is, you can give all the description related to that product. Now for this, first we'll have to add a new row. So we'll click on this plus button and we'll search for row. And here you will see row layout. If you don't see this thing, make sure you install the Cadence block plugin that I've shown you earlier. Again, let me just show you very quickly. So if you go back to plugins, you will see this plugin. Or if you just search for Gutenberg blogs by Cadence WP, you should see this plugin. So make sure you have that plugin, only then you will see this row layout. Now click on row layout. How many columns and what column layout do you want? So we want 2 columns, left will be a little bit smaller and right will be bigger. So we'll select this option, 33-66. So 33% for the left one, 66 obviously for the right one. Now once you select this thing, after that at the left hand side we have this image. So whatever image you have, you can click on this plus button for the left hand side and search for image. And once you search for image, you have this image element. You can now go to your media library, and if you have any image over here, you can just use that image, or if you want you can click on upload files, click on select files and select any image. For example, let me select this image, click on open, and after that you can just come over here and click on select. Okay, so this is our image, for example. At the right hand side we have to add some details. So for this we have to use the list, bulleted list. Now instead of that I'll use the icon list, and I'll show you how you can design it. So at the right hand side click on add block and search for list, and you should see, or you just search for icons list. Okay, here it is, icon list. Click on this. Now by default this icon will be present. We'll change the icon later on. First let's add all the text. Okay, so I'll paste in the text over here. If you see properly, this price is bold. Let me just make it regular. Right now this is regular. If you see over here, the price is bold. This is also bold, and this is regular text. So obviously if you want to make anything bold, you select that much. For example, we want to make this much bold. We select this much and we'll click on this B icon or B thing to make it bolder. Then similarly we'll copy the second thing. Then again next line, press enter to go to next line. Press enter. All right, so this is our next option. And finally we have this vitamins and minerals. All right, now this is how it is looking. Now let's design this thing. Okay, so first of all we want to change the icon. Instead of this checkmark icon, we'll be using this checkmark icon over here for the pros and cons section. But for this we don't need this icon, so I'll change the icon from the right hand side. If you click on this option, icon list, at the right hand side you will see block option. First option is this post. You have to click on block once you click on this icon list. So you will see options related to this icon list block. Now if you scroll down, you will see list style, individual list setting, icon styler together. So you can click on icon, edit all icon styles together, and instead of this icon we'll delete it and we'll select some other icon. For this I'll select the dot icon. Yeah, this is the icon that I've used in the demo website, so I'll use it. Now this is very big, so I'll decrease the size of this icon. Instead of 20 we'll make it maybe, let's see, 10 pixels, and now as you can see, smaller. And after that I also want to change the color to this orange color or whatever color you want. So for icon color you can select some color. Maybe we'll select this orange color. Again I'm saying if you want to select some other color, you can do that thing as well. Now let's change the styling for the font. Okay, this styling. All right, so for that you have to go to font settings. Let's see this list text styling. Here it is. Now color, for this I want the black color, so I'll select the black color. And after that for this we'll make it, we'll change the font family later on, but for now just for this one you can change this thing. First let's change the font size to 17 pixels. Okay, right now font styling is different, but we'll change the font family just after we complete this section. So right now this is how it is looking. You should also do one thing, you should make it center align. Okay, so that everything is in center or in middle. Okay, in middle, vertically in middle. Let me explain you. So if you see this option, if you click on this option, icon settings, if you just click on this outside box, this row box, you will see this option, change alignment. You have to make it, you can change the alignment, and after that we also have some more option. We have the vertical align. Select this option, vertical align, and select align middle. Now everything will be in the middle. Now once you create this section, after that what you can do is you can save this section as your reusable section so that you can use it again, and you just need to change the content styling and everything is automatically done for you. So how you will do that, you will again come back, click on this row. Okay, make sure row is selected. Okay, here as you can see, row layout. Now once you select this option, click on this option, 3 dots option, and select this option, add to reusable blocks, and you can name it anything you want. So maybe I'll name it product details maybe. All right, and now click on save. Alright, so this is saved, and I'll show you very soon how you can reuse this thing. For now we have created and saved this thing. Then after that again you can just copy and paste in some simple text just like that. We have already seen that thing. And then we have the pros and cons section. Now for this section, let's see how we can design it. So first of all, again, we'll add a new row. So click on this plus button, search and select this option, row layout. Now in this row layout, we don't want multiple columns, we want a single column. So I'll select row, first option, single column. First we have this heading. So I'll copy the heading, click on this plus button and search for heading element, which is over here, and paste in the heading. You can make it heading 2, heading 3. Okay, so I'll make it heading 3. And after that, you can design it as well if you want. So maybe for this, we want, if you want 20 pixels, 36 pixels, you can see all these options are given to you. So whatever style or size you want, you can have that thing. You can also change the color. So the color, let me see the color if I inspect element. All right, so the color code is 243B53. Okay, so we'll change the color as well. Click on text and click on this option. And you'll see this option over here. Click on this option. And again, let me copy the color code. Right click, click on inspect, and you will see the color code over here. Now I can come and paste in the color code like this. Now as you can see, the color is changed. Font family will be automatically changed. Later on, we'll change the font family automatically. Don't need to do it right now. Then after that, we again have the same thing. We have the list. Okay. So we'll press enter, come to new line, click on this plus button and select icon list. And then after that, whatever options you have, press enter. What is the next option? Add, press enter, then the third option. So these are all the pros. Okay. And after that, for cons, we'll do one thing. Let me click on this plus button, not this plus button. If this does not work for you, you can do one thing, select this heading and you can duplicate this thing. Okay. So once you duplicate it, after that, you can bring it at down like this. So this will work better. And this is going to be cons. And after that, we have this option. Okay. We have the cons option. So for this, the icon styling will be different. So we'll again come back and we'll search for icon list, and this time we'll change the icon and all the cons that you want. You can add it like this. Okay. Now once you add this thing, after that you can also design it. So I think we have changed the design for this as well. If I click on this thing, let me actually do one thing. Just first of all, just publish it. Let me change the main font family to Poppins. Okay, so that everything looks better. Okay, if you see this option, appearance option in your backend, under appearance, click on customize. And over here we'll see this customize setting. In fact, we'll see all these customize options at the end of the video. For now, I just want to make sure that the default font family is Poppins so that everything looks better. All right, so we'll select the Poppins font family, go to typography first, select body, and under this body option, change this font family to Poppins. Okay, now as you can see, everything is changed. You can also change the font color to this black color or whatever color you want, and then publish it. We have many more settings to do under this customization option, but we'll do this later on. Now for now, you can cut this thing, come back over here. Make sure first you have updated this page, and now you can just go ahead and refresh this page and you'll see all the font families will be changed over here as well. All right, now as you can see, everything is Poppins and this is looking much better. All right. So that is the reason why we don't need to change it from here. We can change the body font family and everything becomes this thing automatically. Then after that, if you want, you can also increase the size and all for this. So if you click on icon list, you can go ahead and increase or decrease the spacing. And then after that, you can increase or decrease the sizing for the font. So here, as you can see, whatever font size you want, maybe for 18 pixels for this. All right. Similarly for icon also, if you want to increase or decrease the size, maybe instead of 20, you want 24 or 25. I'm just giving you an example. So if you want, you can do this thing as well. Similarly for cons as well. Let's change the font family. It was, I guess, let's see, 18 font family and 24 icons. So we'll click on this cons list. Font size 18, icon size 24. All right. So now let's add these two buttons. Okay. So the first button is this button. Instead of this button, if you want to add a regular link, you can do that thing as well. Or if you want to create a button like this one or any kind of button, you can do it as well. So you can click on this option, click outside the box. So once you click outside the box like this one, and make sure this row option is selected, and you will see this plus button inside this blue border. Okay, make sure it is inside this blue border so that it is inside this section that we are designing right now. So make sure this plus button is inside the blue border. If you again click outside this thing, there will be one plus button which is outside the blue border. We don't want this block option, because if you add a block, this will be outside this thing. Okay, outside this particular section that we are trying to create. So make sure you click somewhere over here, and after that you'll see this plus button. Now click on this plus button, and we need the button option. So search for buttons And there are two options. We have advanced buttons, we have buttons. Let's use the advanced button option. Now you can, first of all, let's change the alignment to left. And after that, whatever button text you want. So here it says try now. So for button text, we'll type in try now. All right. And after that, button link. So maybe if you want to link it to some page, you can copy that thing. For example, I'll just add this link. Okay. So later on, you can add your affiliate link over here and click on submit. This is how your button is looking right now. If you just click outside the box, this is the default style. We have to change the background color. Let me inspect element and see the color code. All right, so this is the background color. Copy the color, come over here and click on this button so that we get settings related to this block at the right hand side. Now button 1 setting, we have this option. We have just added this text. This is default and this is the button link that we have just added. Button size is this sized and all these options are given to you. Now text color, we want white color as our text color. So we'll change this text color to white color. And after that, for background color, we'll add in the color that we have just pasted or copied. Okay, this color. So just add in this color and this is how your button will look like. Then after that, you can also give some border color and then you can also do some more styling. And you can also change the bottom margin, radius, icon as well. So if you want an icon, so we want this icon. So we'll select this icon, search for external icon and this, let's see which icon is used. Okay, this is the icon which is used and now as you can see, the icon is present in the button. Then after that, icon color, you can also change the icon color, whether you want the icon at the left hand side or right hand side. And after that, container margin, you can change that thing. You can change the font family. Okay, so this is the font family. If you want to change this thing to some other font family, you can do it as well. And you can also do some spacing. For example, under letter spacing, you can type in 2. And now as you can see, this is how it will look like. And then let's see a few more settings. You can also change the padding for the button. So you will see this option. Button size, you can click on this option. Okay, you can click on this gear icon and you can change this margin and padding custom option. Okay, so for left and right, you can increase the padding, and for top and bottom, you can decrease the padding if you want. If I see this thing, this is how it will look. We can also change the color of the border. So click on border. Let's see the border color. Here is border color. We want the same color that we have used. Okay, this color. And then after that, if you want few more options, you can do that thing. I'm just giving you an example how you can control this thing. Okay, if you don't want this much space, you can obviously go ahead and decrease it. If you don't want this much space from top, you can decrease these things from here. Then we also have this hover setting. So to change the hover setting, you can come over here and you can select the hover option. And here, if you hover this button, as you can see, it becomes a little bit lighter. So we can do the same thing. For background color, we'll change this color to this color, but we'll make it lighter. Okay, maybe this thing. Okay, for hover background color also, for border color also, you can change that thing. Okay, now if I come over here, if I hover this button, as you can see, the color is now changed. So you can do it like this. And after that, if you want, you can create one more button. We have already seen the styling and everything for same. You can follow the same process. Same thing for the second button as well. In fact, you can go ahead and click on this button and you can duplicate it. Okay, like this. So you have two buttons side by side. So like this, you can use multiple buttons. You can add some spacing and all. Now, once you create all these buttons and all, make sure on whatever link you enter over here. For example, I've added this link. You can click on edit, or you can change the link from here. If you click on button setting 1, here as you can see the right hand side button link. Make sure whatever link you enter over here, you have your affiliate ID in that link. For example, if you're doing Amazon affiliate marketing or whatever affiliate marketing you're doing, you'll always have affiliate links on your website. For example, if I do Amazon affiliate marketing, now if I go to amazon.in and if I'm logged into Amazon Associates account, which is this link Amazon affiliate program.amazon.in. So if you log into this thing, first make sure you create an account with Amazon affiliate. And once you log into that thing, you will see this tab, or you will see this option, this stripe at the top of this screen. Now, whatever link you want, for example, I want to promote, let's see, maybe I want to promote this fan. Okay, so I'll click on this fan. I want this exact fan link. So I'll click on this fan and now I'll click on this text. Okay, get link text. Okay. Now, once I click on this text, it will give me this affiliate link. Okay. Now this link will have my affiliate ID in it. So make sure you get this link, click on copy, come over here and paste in this link over here. So whatever link you paste in over here, just make sure it has your affiliate link. Only then you will get commission when somebody purchases it. Okay. Now let's see how we can add this background color. Okay, so we have added all the element and all. Let's add the color in the background and let's give it this styling that we have given it. So for that, you'll have to click on outside the box again and make sure you select this much. Okay, so once you click on outside the box and once you see this border, everything else is selected inside it. Now you can do the settings. Now once you click on this thing, you will see this thing at the right hand side. Now make sure you see row, not section. Section is inside a row. So make sure you click even outside this box, and now you should see row layout. Okay, so make sure at the right hand side you see row layout once you click outside the box. And now over here we have to select this option, background overlay settings, and now we can set a different background for this option. We also have this option background settings, then we have background overlay settings. Under background overlay, you can add any color you want. For example, if you select this option and you can add maybe this color or any other color you want. If you want, you can even make it a gradient color. Okay, like we have made it a gradient color like this one. So you can make it a gradient color like this. You can change the overlay opacity. You can change the location for color 1, location for color 2. You can also change the angle for this gradient. You can make it linear. You can make it radial, whatever you want. Now in this case, what we want to do is I want to copy these two different colors. So this is color 1 and I'll paste it under color 1. So under gradient, color 1. This is FBF5ED. All right. And the second color is this color, the darker version. I'm just using these colors that I've used in the demo website. But you don't have to use the same color. You can use any color you want. So I'll select the second color and I'll add in this color as my second color. Maybe let's see. All right. So you can decrease and increase things like this. Now for the opacity, you can increase or decrease the opacity. So maybe I'll keep it at 100. All right. And after that, you can see the colors properly after you change the opacity to 100. Now for color 1 and 2, you can select whatever option you want. So for color 1 location, you can increase or decrease the location. You can see the changes on your screen. Right. So I'll keep it at 40 or 41 for this. And for location 2, maybe I'll select 17. Right. And I want to change the position. I don't want this center over here. I want it at the bottom right. So you can select this option. Instead of center, I'll select right bottom. And now as you can see, we have a similar change. We have a similar design that just like this option. Okay, so you can have a design like this one. And after that, we also want some spacing from all sides. As you can see, padding from all sides. So you'll see the padding option, spacing option. Let me actually, here as you can see, padding option. Top and bottom, we have padding. For right and left also, we need some padding. So maybe 50 pixels from both right and left. And now as you can see, maybe at bottom also we want 50. Right, top is 25, good. And I think this looks good. After that, you can update this page, and just like this, you can save this thing as well. You can go ahead and make sure you select the row layout. Okay, and after that, click on this option and select add to reusable blocks. You can name it anything you want. I'll name it pros and cons. Now click on save. Now next time, whenever you want to use any one of these reusable contents, for example, if I want to come over here, I want to use maybe this option. Okay, product details that I've added. So I can click on this plus button and you can click on browse all, or basically you can do one thing. You can click on this plus button at the top left corner, blue plus button, and over here under reusable you will see this option, these two that you have created, and you can also see a preview of this. So I want to use this one, product details. So I'll drag and drop it over here. Now once you drag and drop this thing, first thing that you have to do, very important, you have to convert this thing into a regular block. So because if you if you do any changes on this one, for example, if I add one more $sign over here, instead of 3, if I make it 4, if you go at top, here also 4 will be added. So whatever changes you make over here, same changes will be applied on this one. So make sure first you delink this thing. So to do this thing, you select this option and you convert this into a regular block. So select this option, convert to regular blocks. And now if I make some changes, for example, age range, instead of adults, if I select young people, okay, if I go at top, here it is still adults. Okay, so you can see this is how it is done. Similarly for second option as well, if you want to add a new option at the bottom, click on this plus button, go to reusable, pros and cons. Again, make sure to first change this thing or convert this thing into a regular block. Okay, very important. And after that, you can just follow the same process, keep on adding all these things, and you can create your blog. And this is how it will look like. As you can see, all your sections and everything is working perfectly fine. Then after that, if you want to add these kind of tables, we have seen these things. If you want to add any tables or anything, you can come over here and at the bottom click on table, or just search for table, not table of contents, just table. And now you have to select how many columns and row you want. So here, as you can see, most important is this column. Row you can keep on adding. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, maybe not 7. Let's add only 4 columns. Okay. So column count 4 and row count also maybe 4 or 6 or 8, maybe 5. Okay. Maybe 6. Okay. Click on create table. Now you can keep on adding your things. For example, this is your heading, product. Okay. Whenever you paste in anything, press Ctrl plus Shift plus V. Okay. And then we have the price range, and then we have daily dose, right? Or whatever you want. And then we have best for. Okay. And you can keep on adding more columns and all if you want. You can select this option and you can do some changes. You can change the alignment. You can select all these options. Okay. So if you want to make it center align or anything like that, you can do it. Now for the content, this is your content. Now this is also a link. Okay. If I just paste in this thing, this is a link. You can link this thing with this. You can also convert this thing into an affiliate link. You just have to select this thing, click on link and just add in the link. Okay. So maybe I'll add the same link just for demo purposes. Paste in the link, open in a new tab. Okay. And press submit. So this has also become a link. Price range, you can add options like this. I'll just use simple option. All right. Then after that, we have one tablet, and similarly, you can just keep on adding your details over here. All right. And finally, we have subscription based or whatever the option is. Now, if you want to do some changes on this, click on this table, and at the right hand side, we have this option. If you want to make the first section as header section, click on header section. And now, as you can see, that will be your header section. And you can also add more details. Instead of regular, if you want to make it stripes, this will become stripes. If you want to add any background color, you can add background color as well. If you want to change the text color, you can do that thing as well. All right. So all these options are given to you. You can also increase the size of all the text and all. All right. And once you're done, you can update it. Again, if you come back over here, refresh this page. Okay. This is how it will look like. Once you add more options, it will keep on, adding this thing. And this is a link. As you can see, if I click on this thing, a new tab opens because we have selected new tab, and it will open this affiliate link for this customer. All right. So this is how it works. So you can create your tables as well. And at the end of this blog, as I have explained you earlier, make sure to summarize this blog post. All right. Or just give your conclusion or bottom line, something like that. And with this, I think we have seen a lot of options related to blog post and all. And with this, I think the technical thing is now completed. Now only the designing part is left. So let's see how we can now design this page, like how we can create and design the home page and blog page, all the other pages. So for that, first we'll need to create a new page. Let's start with the home page. So click on pages at the left hand side, click on add new to add a new page, and let's give it a title of home because this is going to be our home page. Now if you just publish this page like this, and if you see this in a new tab, we have to do some changes over here. First of all, I don't want this thing at the top, so I'll get rid of this. Now in the home page, I don't want a sidebar. Okay, so I'll have to get rid of this sidebar, and for that you have to select this option, content layout. You have to make it 100% full width. So this will get rid of this sidebar. I also don't want this option at the top, this home thing. Okay, this title section, because in the home page, as you can see, we don't have any title section. We don't have any sidebar. So to get rid of that title section, you can click on title and disable this section. Again, update it, come back to this page, refresh it. And now as you can see, we have a blank page. We have to do one more thing. Right now, if you see in the URL bar here, it says your website name /home. And if you click on blog.or whatever your website name is, you're redirected to some other page. So basically what is happening right now is this page that you have just created, home page, this is just a regular page. And we have to make it a home page. Okay, so we have to set this page as a home page. We have just named it home, but just by naming this page home, it does not become your home page. We have to set this page as a home page. And before we do that, I have just noticed that we forgot to give any thumbnail to this blog post. So let's again first do that. Come back to blog post and select this option. You can also select some category, and first let's select a category for this. So under categories, this is not under uncategorized. I'll add a new category for this, and maybe we'll add health and fitness. Click on add new category and give some featured image for this. Okay, just for demo purposes, I'll add maybe this featured image or maybe this one. Click on open. Now click on set featured image and now we can update this page. Now let's see how we can set that page as a home page. So for that you will have to hover settings at the left hand side and click on reading. Now under this option you have to select this your home page displays and select the second option, a static page, and under home page select home and click on save changes. Now again, if you come back to this page, if I click on Blog.dude, you will now see that we are redirected to this page and we don't have /home in the URL bar. Again, if you come back to pages, there is one more thing. Besides this home page, now it says front page, which means that this is now your front page. We can now go ahead and edit this page. Now to design this page, we'll be using Elementor Page Builder. So you'll see this button at top, edit with Elementor, click on this button. Now first of all, let me explain you what this Elementor Page Builder is and how it works. Now with the left hand side, we have different elements. So we have to use these elements to create this page or to design this page or to design any page. And at the right hand side, we have this canvas. We have to add our content over here. So we have to do it section by section. So for example, this is our hero section. Then we have the featured articles section. Then we have the best travel accessories section. So we have 3 different sections in this page. To add a new section, you click on this plus button and you select how many columns you want. So maybe I want 3 columns. Now once you select this option, once you select anything like this, you will see at the left hand side settings have now changed. Now if you want to again go back to the sections or go back to the elements, you have to click on this 9 dots icon. Okay, if you follow my mouse cursor, click on this 9 dots icon. Now you're again back to the elements section. And over here, maybe if you want to use an icon, so you can simply drag and drop the icon element at the left hand side. And now as you can see, we have settings related to this element. Here at the left hand side, now it says edit icon. And for every single element, there will be 3 settings: content, style, and advanced. Under content, obviously you will change the content, like instead of this icon, if you want some other icon, maybe this t-shirt icon. In style, obviously it will be things related to styling. So if you want to change the color or anything like that, you can do it from here. And you can change the sizing and all. You can go to advanced, add some margin, padding, all the advanced things. Again, if you want to come back to elements, click on the 9 dots icon. Maybe for the second column you want to use, let's see, there are many different elements given to you if you scroll down. So maybe if you want to use the progress bar, so you can drag and drop the progress bar. You can see one setting is already given to you. Instead of my skill, I want to type in progress bar, and instead of 50%, you can make it 75%. So you can see, you can go to style, you can change the color, and you can do all these things from here. So this is how it works. I'll just delete this section, complete section, and we'll start from scratch. So first of all, we have to create this section, and here in this section, you can see we have 2 different columns. At the left hand side, we have this content. At the right hand side, we have this image. Let's start from the left hand side. So first we'll have to add a new section. So to do this thing, click on this plus button. We want 2 equal size columns. So we'll select 50% and 50%. You can change the column width as well. For example, if you see and if you notice properly, the left hand side, it is wider. The column at the left hand side is wider and the right hand side is not that wide. So if you want to decrease or if you want to change the width of these columns, you can just do it like this. As you can see, you can also see the percentage 60 and 40. I have to make it. So this is one option. Another option is you can click on this edit column. Okay, follow my mouse cursor again, edit column. For column width 1, we can make it 60 and second column will automatically become 40. Now with the left hand side, first we have this text, welcome to Blog.dude or whatever your website name is. So I'll just copy the text, come back to elements, and I'll use the heading. I'll just minimize this for now. Use the heading element, drag and drop the heading over here. Title, I'll type in welcome to Blog.dude. Now I don't want this to be H2. I want this to be H3 or heading 3. Now let's style this thing. So we'll go to style. We'll change the color. So you can see we have this color. So I'll right click inspect element to get the color code. And here as you can see FFB300. Okay, this is the color code. So I'll select this text color, paste in the color code. Now you can do one thing, you can save this color in your color palette so that next time you don't have to inspect element and you don't have to manually enter the color code. You will have the color code automatically added for you. So you can do this thing, you can click on this plus button and you can name it anything you want. So I'll name it yellow. Okay, and click on create. And after that we have to change the styling and all. So we'll select the typography. By default, we have this thing Roboto font family is selected. I want to change the font family to Poppins. So I'll select this thing. Instead of Roboto, we have to make it Poppins. So we'll change this thing to Poppins. And now as you can see, this is changed. We also want to decrease the size of this thing. So I'll make it 12 pixels and I want it lighter. Okay, so Instead of 600, I'll make it, if you make it 100, as you can see, very light. If you make it 900, obviously very bold. I want to keep it at maybe, let's see, 500. Okay, 400 or 500. Then after that, you can also change the line height, as you can see, like this. You can also change the letter spacing. All these options can be done. You can make it negative as well. You can also change word spacing. So all these options are given to you. So for line height, I want to make it 20 pixels. And for letter spacing, maybe 2 option. Okay, just type in 2 under letter spacing. Alright, so we have this first text. Now for the second text, this is a big text. As you can see, it says the travel expert. Again, we'll come back to elements, drag and drop the heading element just below this thing. Type in the travel expert, and this can be heading 2 or h2. So we'll keep it at h2. Now go back to style. Now this color, let's grab the color code, inspect element. And now here, as you can see, this is 393939. So I'll copy the color code, paste it over here, and again save this color code, name it 3939. And again, we have to change the typography to Poppins. Poppins is the font family that we'll be using throughout the website. So, okay, this is the font family that I want. Now you can go ahead and change the size to whatever you want, 125, 120, whatever size you want. So maybe we'll keep it at 120, but we'll make it bolder, right? So maybe, okay, I don't think we have to make it bolder, but if you want, you can make it 700. You can also change the line height and all these things for this as well. Okay, as you can see, you can make it at, you can select EM as well. So under EM also, you can change line height like this. So it all depends on you, whatever option you want to enter, you can enter that thing. Then we have another text. We'll just copy it and we'll paste it over here. And for this, we'll use text editor. When you have multiple lines, you have to enter text. You can use text editor. Because these two were headings, we were using the heading element. Now under text editor, I'll paste in the text, go to style. Let's see the color code for this. I think it is 37. And let's see, scroll down. Yeah, this is 37. I'll enter this color code over here, 373737, and we'll add this color code in our color palette. Then after that, again, we have to change the font family to Poppins. All right, so we'll change this thing to Poppins. And you can now increase or decrease the size of this thing. So we'll make it 16 pixels. And after that, we have to do one thing. If you see over here, this is like this. It is not going all the way till here. There is some space at the right hand side. So we can add some margin at right for this text. So we can go to advanced. If you just add anything, if you just add 50 pixels at right, 50 pixels will be added from all sides under margin because this is logged. So first we have to unlock it or delink it. So click on this thing. It will be unlocked or delinked. And at the right hand side, we want to add maybe 150 pixels. And now as you can see, this is how it is looking. Now for now, you can just click on update to update the changes, whatever changes you have made. To save those changes, make sure to update the page. Then we have these two buttons. So let's see how we can add the button. Drag and drop the button element over here. In fact, I want to do one thing before I do this thing, before we create the button. Let's actually change the font family to Poppins for Elementor as well, so that we don't have to do it again and again. I know we don't have to change this thing from Roboto to Poppins. So let's make the default font family as Poppins. So for that, you will click on this 3 lines icon, this hamburger icon, click on this, click on site settings, click on global fonts, and now change the font family. So for primary, instead of Roboto, we want Poppins. All right. And this will be 500, Poppins 500. Then for secondary, instead of Roboto slab, again, we want Poppins. All right. And then for text, again, we don't want Roboto, we want Poppins. Or if you want some other font family, obviously you can select that thing as well. And then for this also, I'll select Poppins. Now, as you can see, as soon as I entered the Poppins, the text style for this thing is automatically changed. If I again bring this thing to default, you can see the text style on button will change. Here, as you can see, the text is changed. Okay, the style is changed. So you can do some changes like this. If I again go back to Roboto, you can see. So I'll change everything to Poppins like this. Right now it is looking good. Update this thing. Now again and again, we don't have to change the font family. The default font family now is, Poppins. Again, make sure to update the page and cut this thing. Now let's style this button. Now to do some changes on the button, first you have to click on the button. Now at the left hand side, the text here says contact us. So we'll type in contact us over here under text area. And I want to link this thing to my contact page, but we haven't created the contact page till now. But later on, when you create your contact page, you can come to link and just type in contact. You'll get contact page link at the bottom. Now because we don't have that page, we cannot see that thing, but for now I'll just type in hashtag over here. Now let's style this thing. So go to style. We don't have any icon. Yeah, we don't have any icon. For typography, it is already popping, as you can see. So we don't have to do any changes over here. But if you want, you can change the font size and all. So I'll change the font size to 15 and 500. It is good. And we also want to change the color. If you see, the color is black and the background color is this orange color. So text color is black. So maybe we'll select, for this we'll select 2B, this font this color code, and I'll save this color code as well. And for background color, we have already added the orange color, so we don't have to enter the code. We can click on the globe icon, and here, as you can see, we have the yellow color. Select the yellow color. Now for border radius, this is a circular button. So if you change the border radius to 0, this button will become rectangular with sharp edges. If you increase the border radius maybe to 50, now as you can see, we have this rounded corners, okay, like this. So we want 50 border radius, and we also want this button to become big, so you can change the padding and all. So for padding top and bottom, I want to keep it at 15, and left and right it will be 40, like this. You can also change the hover style. When somebody hovers over this button, you can change the style. So you can go to hover. When somebody hovers over this thing, the background color probably becomes let's see, same yellow color but a little bit maybe lighter, like this. Now if I hover this thing, you can see not this light. Let's see. Yeah, now as you can see, you can also change the text color as well. In when somebody hovers over this thing, maybe the text color also becomes a little bit lighter. All right, so now as you can see, so hover effect is also changed. Click on update. Now I want to do one thing. I want to bring this thing and this thing side by side. So this is also a button. This second thing that you see over here, learn more, this is also a button, but this is without any background and all. This is also a button, by the way. So we can do one thing to save some time. We can right click on this button and click on duplicate just to save some time. For the second button here, it says learn more. And also if you see, we have this icon at the right hand side. So first let's change the text to learn more and select any icon. So select icon library and select arrow. Okay, maybe select whatever arrow you want. Maybe let me select this arrow. Okay, and this will be after the text. So icon position after. All right, now go to style, and for this you can see the color is orange or this yellow type of color, and we don't have any background. So the text color is orange, okay, or this yellow, and no background color. So select background, and you will see first option is to change the color. Second option is to change the transparency. So just bring it at extreme left. This will become transparent. And after that, we want to bring both these things side by side. So how you can do is, first of all, click on the first button, the top button, go to advanced and change the width to inline. Now do the same thing for the second option. Click on second button, go to advanced and change the width to inline. Okay, now as you can see, this is how it will look like. Okay, side by side. Because we have the hover setting, I want to get rid of the hover setting. So I'll click on the second button, go to style, and under hover, I don't want anything, so I'll just make it like this. Let's see. Okay, now it is looking better. You can do one thing. You can just change the color of the text under hover. So maybe let's see this color, green color. Okay, like this. Rest everything I think is looking good. Maybe you can do one thing. We can make this text a little bit bolder. So instead of 500, we can change the weight to 600. Now click on update. Now let's see the right hand side. Let's see how we can use this image. Now if you have your image, you can obviously use it, but if you don't have an image, you can download it for free. Now there are several websites wherein you can download these kind of professional images for absolutely free. So for example, one website is unsplash.com. So if you go to unsplash.com, you can search for maybe travel guide, something like that. Okay, here as you can see, you'll get so many different images related to that. There are other websites as well. For example, another website is pexels.com. If you go here and if you again just search for maybe travel or traveling or traveler, something like that, you can get all these kind of images for free. All right, so and from here, whatever image you want, you can download it for free, and after that, once you download it, you can also edit it for free. So first let's select one image which we can download. For example, if you say this is the image that I've used in the demo website. So if you want to download this image, you can simply click on this image and you can click on this download option. Now you'll see this drop down icon over here. You can select what size you want to download. So if you want to download the full size, whatever size you want, you can download that thing. Maybe we don't want that big, so we'll download the medium size. All right, so I'll select medium. Or if you want, you can download the full size as well. If you just click on download free, it will by default download the full size image. Now once you download this image, you can go to this website, photor.com, fotor.com, and here you can edit this image. For example, if you don't want that big image, if you want to edit that image, you can click on edit an image or edit a photo, and after that you can simply drag and drop that image. Now once you do that thing, you can come over here and first let's drag and drop this image over here. So whatever image you select, you can now go ahead and do some changes in this image. For example, first of all, you can resize this image if you want. So you can go to resize and you can resize this image. If you don't want this big image, maybe let's make it 1000 pixels. So let me use so first log this image and only then use this resize option. All right, and after that you can click on apply. And now again, if you want to crop some section, you can go ahead and crop it. Maybe I want to crop it 1 by 1. All right, and I can click on apply. So you can do some basic things like this. There are many more settings as well. If you want, you can just press Ctrl Z to go back to undo the changes. And again, now maybe I want this much section, this big section, so I can select this, click on apply. Okay, so you can do these things. There are a few more options, but we are not going to use it. So here, as you can see, you can beautify it, you can add some text, you can add some elements, frames, many different options are given to you. I just wanted to do this much, but obviously if you want, you can go ahead and use these options as well. Now go ahead and click on download, and after that you can download it in PNG or you can download it in JPEG format. I want to download it in JPEG medium size. So here, as you can see, this size is smaller, file size is just 155 KB, and also the image quality is pretty good. So we'll download this size. All right, now I can cut this thing, come back to this website, and you can now use this image wherever you want. So for example, if I want to use this image over here, first I'll have to drag and drop the image element, and now I can upload this image. All right, so here, as you can see, this is the image. So we'll select this, click on open. And after that, we'll click on insert media. Here, as you can see, 155, 950 by 950. Now click on insert media. This is how your image will look like. Now, if you want to do some changes, obviously we want to do some changes. First of all, we want to make it circular like this one. So for that, first of all, make sure the image size is full. Okay, image size should be full. Now go to style. To make it circular, you can select border radius. But if you just type in 50, it will look something like this. Okay, so we have to add a bigger number. If you want to, if you like this design, you can have this design. If you want, you can also play around with this thing. For example, let's see this thing. Maybe I don't want at the top right, so I'll make it 0 for top right, and for bottom left, we'll select this option and we'll make it maybe 250. Right, now as you can see, a different shape. So you can play around with this thing if you want. I just want to select this percentage and type in 50%, and now this will make it circular like this one. And after that, I also want to do one thing. I want to increase the size of this image, but we cannot do that because the image size is automatically 100. So if you want to increase the size beyond 100, then you can use this option, max width, and you can type in maybe 125%. Okay, or if you want, you can even go with higher percentage if you want. All right. So let me actually do one thing, delete the width, make sure there's nothing typed in the width, and under max width type in 125. And now this is how it is looking. All right. Now once you're done with this, you can do one thing. We can now go ahead and add this color in the background. So you can see this color F8, F7, F3. And after that, we'll have to add some spacing at top and also at bottom. So let's do that. For that, we'll click on this option. We'll select this option, edit section, this 6 dots icon, click on this. Go to style, and under background select classic and add this color code. And I'll also save the color code. I'll name it BG so that I know this is the background color. Now let's add some spacing at top and bottom. So for that, we'll go to advanced and we have the padding. First, you can remove the link or you can just unlock this thing. Now for top and bottom, whatever padding you want, you can add that thing. So maybe for top and bottom, I'll add 50 for top and 100 at bottom. All right. Now if I update this page, and if I hide this thing, you can see this is how it is looking. All right, for desktop. Then after that, we have our next section. In the next section, you can see first we have a separator, then we have a title and some subtitle. So let's very quickly create this section as well. Again, we'll click on this plus button to add a new section. This time we just need one column. So we'll select the first option. First we have a separator, so we'll search for separator. I think it is called divider over here. So we'll search for divider, drag and drop it over here. And after that you can select this option, for example, what size you want. By default it is percentage. I want to convert this into pixels, and maybe I want just 50 pixel. Okay, you can see the thing over here. Then after that we can go to style. You can change the color, and if you want to make it bolder, you can increase the weight like this. Okay, I want to keep it at 4. All right, 4 pixels weight, and you can also increase or decrease the gap. We don't want to do that. Then after that we have our heading. So I'll copy this thing, come back, drag and drop the heading just below this thing. And after that we can go ahead and design this thing as well. Again, for this we'll select this color, 37 color. Okay, and after that it is already poppins, but I want to increase the size maybe a little bit, maybe 40 pixels. And if you want, you can even make it a little bit denser, or you can make it a little bit bolder. Okay, at 600. Then after that we can do few more things. Let's see what we have. We have this thing, we have this text. As I've explained you earlier, this was heading. This is just a simple text or paragraph. So for paragraphs we use this text editor. So we'll drag and drop it, type in the text, whatever text you want, go to style, maybe change the color to 39 or some other color, whatever color you want. And you can also increase or decrease the sizing of this thing. I think the sizing and everything looks good, so we'll keep it at like this. The only thing probably I want to do is I want to add some spacing from right, just like we did at the top. So for that we'll go back to advanced, or maybe let's do one thing. Let's just copy, right click over here, click on copy, right click on this thing, right click, paste style. Okay, so this will paste this style. Now if I select this thing, go to advanced, I already have this 150 at right, but 150 is very small because this is one full section. So I can again select percentage for this, and at the right hand side maybe I'll select 50%. Now as you can see, 50% spacing at right. Okay, margin at right. And then after that we have this section, this blog section. For that, again come back to elements, and you will see this thing, the post grid. If you don't see this thing, you can search for TPG grid layout. Okay, you will see this option, grid layout. Drag and drop it over here. You will see this is how it will look like. Now you can go ahead and design it however you want it. For example, first of all, you can change the layout. This is the default layout. If you select layout 2, this is how it will look like. Layout 3, this is how it will look like. There are a few more layouts, but those are only for pro plans. We are using the free version of this plugin, so we can use these options. Now the one that I'm using in the demo website is layout 1, and after that we'll do some styling on this. First of all, let's see the query build. Now how many posts do you want to show over here? So we are displaying 6 posts. Okay, so I can type in 6 under limit. So under limit, type in 6. And after that, pagination, we can leave it as it is. Go to style or go to settings. Now in this example, if you see, I'm displaying the thumbnail. Then we are displaying the title, this excerpt, and read more button, nothing else. So all these meta details, the author, the date, categories, I don't want to display these things. So I can do one thing. I can just go ahead and hide this meta, post meta. All right. But I do want to display the read more button. So I'll show this thing. I'll design the button according to my needs. But for now, you can see this is how the layout is looking. All right. We'll obviously go ahead and design it according to our needs. But for now, this is how it is looking. Now you can go ahead and select the title and all. For section title, we don't want this section title. So we'll make it default first of all, and I'll delete the title from here. So we don't want anything in this section title. For the post title, the title tag is H3. If you want, you can make it H2, or if you want, you can, increase or decrease this thing. For post thumbnail, if all the image size are equal, that is good. But if the image size are not equal, you can set a certain size over here. Okay, maybe 600 by 600 or something like that. Okay. So just make sure that all the images are of equal size. Then for excerpt, we don't want to display 200 characters. I want to decrease this thing to just 100 characters excerpt. Okay, small excerpt, just 3 lines excerpt, like we have it over here. Okay, in the demo website. So 100 characters, or maybe if you want, you can increase or decrease that number. Now for the read more button, here it says read more, but I also want to display an icon. Okay, so whatever icon you want to display, you can select that icon, and after that we'll style it. So let's style this thing. So go to style. First we have this post title. Okay, so select this post title. For typography, I think this is a big, you can do one thing. You can decrease the font size maybe. Let's see. Maybe 24 is looking good. If you obviously want, you can increase or decrease the font size for this. Now there's one more option over here for the title. Let me see that option. I think that option is under settings. Let's see, post title. Title visibility. Yeah, title visibility, you can show only 2 lines. For example, for title, I just want to show 2 lines. Okay. So you have this option as well under settings, post title. Now let's style this thing. I think the styling looks good. I just maybe you can do one thing. You can increase the line height. Okay, space between the lines. So you can come over here and under line height, you can increase it a little bit, maybe 34 pixels. All right. Rest everything I think looks good. The excerpt looks good. Thumbnail, you can change the styling, but we'll see that later on. Just come to the read more button. Now under the read more button, again, if you see, this is not a button. This is just a simple text. So we can do this thing as well. I've already shown you this thing while doing it over here in the top section. But let's very quickly, do the same thing over here. So first of all, color. The color is this yellow color. So text color, we'll select this yellow color. For icon color also, we'll select the yellow color. Right? And when you hover over this thing, it turns black or whatever color. So we'll select hover. We'll select maybe this 37 color, both for icon and this. Now as you can see, this is how it is looking. And then after that, let's see what we have next. We can also increase the size of this, or we can make it bolder if you want. Read more, we can make it 700, weight. And after that, I don't want any border, so 0 border. All right, so very important. Okay, border padding, we don't want any padding, so we'll make it 0 as well. All right, so maybe we can get rid of this border color. Okay, border, we have to make it 0. We did not make it 0. Okay, solid 0. Border width should be 0. All right. Now, as you can see, we just have the button. Now let's do one thing. Let's, make this thing, make the corners rounded like this. And after that, let's add some shadow and padding from all sides. So let's do it one by one. For that, we'll have to use this option. We'll have to use the card option. Under card option, we'll select card border radius. We'll type in maybe 15 pixels. If you want, you can increase this thing. Now, as you can see, corners are now rounded. We can use the shadow. So box shadow, you can use this option. All right. So this is how the shadow is looking. Very dark. I want to make it a little bit lighter. So we'll decrease the transparency. Let's see how it is looking now. All right. So much better. And after that, I also want to do one thing. I want to add some spacing from all sides. So you'll have to use content padding, maybe 50 pixels. All right. Not from top. So here, as you can see, from top, it is doing like this, not 50 pixels. Just let's add 20, 25. So from top, it will be 0. Left and right, you can increase this thing. Maybe make it 40 if you want. 30. All right. So 30 from left and right, 0 top and 25 at bottom. And this is how it will look like. All right. So here, as you can see, this is how it is looking. And after that, you can go ahead and update this thing. Let's finally add some spacing at top and bottom for this as well. So we'll select this option, edit column or edit section, go to advanced. Now again, just remove this link or just unlock this thing. And for top and bottom, let's add 50 pixels for both top and bottom. Okay. Maybe I want to do one more thing. I want to increase the width of this section. So you can go to layout and you can increase or decrease the width. For example, if you type in just 600, this content will just have to fit under 600. I want to make it 1200. Okay. Increase the width. And now, as you can see, this is looking much better. Again, click on update. And with this, we have completed the second section as well. Let's very quickly create a third section. Now, creating that section is pretty easy because we'll just copy paste few things. First, come over here, add a new section, and we want 4 columns. Now, in the left column, we have this thing. So we'll copy the divider, paste it over here. And similarly, we'll copy this text. First, I think we have this. Yeah, first we have the title. So we'll copy the title. Paste it over here, just right click, paste. Then we'll copy the text, copy it, right click, paste. We have to do some changes in all these options. First of all, the title here says best travel accessories. So we'll type in this thing. If you want to add some height, maybe line height over here, let's add a little bit of line height, maybe 45 or maybe 40. All right. Now for the second one, we have this thing at margin right. Maybe not 50, let's make it 10 for this one. All right. Now all these 3 columns, first we have this image, so we can use these images. So first we'll use this image element. We'll just drag and drop the image element over here and upload the image. So let's upload this image. Okay, so maybe we want to use this image. So we'll select it, click on open. Now all the images will be of different size. So to make everything equal, for example, you can see all the 3 images are of equal size. You can change the image size. So you can select a custom size and you can type in a custom width and height for this. So in this case, I'll select 500 width and 600 height, and after that click on apply. Okay. And for next all the images, second, third image, you can do the same thing. Image size, make it 500 by 600 so that all the images are of equal size. And below this thing, we want to add this title, and this is a link. So if somebody clicks on Acme travel bag, they will be redirected to your affiliate link. Okay, so this is also a link. And so for that, we'll use the heading element and we'll enter the link, whatever the link is. You can paste in the link or your affiliate link, obviously. Go to style, change the color to whatever color you like, and maybe let's make it 600. All right, rest everything I think is good. Maybe you can increase the size a little bit, maybe 20 pixels. All right, so it all depends on you. If you want to increase the size or anything, you can do that. This thing, we copied something else. Yeah. Then similarly, you can do the same thing. You can right click on this image, copy, right click over here, paste. Now instead of this image, we want to use some other image. So which is this bag kit image. So we'll again use this image, click on insert media, make sure it is 500 by 600, and then again, right click, copy, right click, paste. And instead of this, here it says travel accessories kit. So we'll paste in this thing. And again, for this, you can change the link. And similarly, you can do the same thing for third column as well. Right. And finally, select edit section and just add some spacing at bottom. Okay, only at bottom. So maybe 50 or 60 pixels at bottom. And now click on update. And with this, you have completed the home page for the desktop. Now you have to see how this page will look on a mobile phone. For desktop, it is looking perfect, but for mobile phone, it might look a little bit different. So we have to see how it will look on a mobile phone, and we have to make it mobile and tablet friendly. So for that, you will see this icon at the bottom left, responsive mode. Click on that icon and select this mobile option. And now as you can see, for mobile, it is looking very different. So let's fix this thing. First of all, for mobile, I want all the text in center. So I'll click on the first text, make it center, click on the second text. First make it center, then decrease the size. Okay, maybe this big. For the third text also, we'll make it center. So go to style, center, and first let's get rid of this margin thing, no margin. And I think size and everything looks good. And these things, these buttons, we want to make it center. So for center, you have to do one thing. You have to change the width to full width. Okay, so change this thing to full width, and after that, change the alignment to center. For the second button as well, change the width to full width, go back to alignment and make it center. Now for this image, select this image and make it maybe 80% maximum width for mobile phone, or maybe 90%, whatever, however the big image you want. Now for this thing, we don't want 50% margin right for mobile. So we'll get rid of this. And here you can see we have a lot of space, and here rest everything looks good. If you scroll down, okay, this is how it is looking. Right now you can go ahead and update this thing. And this, now your website is also 100% mobile friendly. And with this, we have 100% completed the home page. You can again come back to your dashboard. So now let's create our blog page and our contact page. So for that, again, we'll come back to pages and click on add new to add a new page. First, we'll create our blog page. So just give it a title of blog. No need to do anything. Just publish it. Right, so once you publish this page, just like the home page, we have to set this page as our blog page. So we'll come back, hover settings, click on reading and select this option. Under post page, select this blog page and click on save changes. And finally, let's create our contact page. So let's come back to pages, click on add new, and let's give it a title of contact us or contact. And after that, if you want to make it 100% full width or full width, you can change the content layout. And after that, we don't want the title section. Now you can go ahead and publish it. In fact, you can now use Elementor to design this thing. So there are many different layouts available in Elementor. If you want, you can even use this Gutenberg, cadence layouts. So if you click on design library, and here if you see, we have sections, we have starter packs. If you see the starter packs, if you see the free layout, for example, for this one, cleaning service, you can see about page, contact page. You can just download these templates. For example, if you want to download the contact page template, just click on this option and it will download this template for you. Here, as you can see, we have the title at top, contact, and then we have all these options. We just need to do one thing, select this option instead of this email you can type in your own email address. Okay, just like this. Similarly, instead of this phone number, you can type in your phone number. Click on this icon and you can change this thing. So you can see at the right hand side, you can have this option. You can enter your Facebook link, you can enter your Twitter link and all those links. Similarly, instead of this map, you can change the map, and if you want, you can click on this option. Click on this this form, contact form that you see over here. Now once you select this contact form, at the right hand side you can see settings related to that. First of all, make sure to click on any one of these options and make sure you select this message settings. Select any one of these and make sure to select this option, action after submit. So what happens after you submit this thing? So an email will be sent to you. You can also redirect them. There are many more different options available over here. We don't want to get into more details like this, so this is not really important, just a simple about page or contact page that you want to create. Similarly, again, come back to your dashboard, and if you open this page in a new tab, you can see this is how it is looking. All right, you have your contact page. Now let's do the final customization. So again, come back to your page, come back to your dashboard page. Now before we do the final customization, we need to create a simple menu. Right now, if you see, your website does not have any menu. So let's create a simple menu, and after that we'll see all the other things. So to create a new menu, you will hover over appearance and click on menus. And under menu name, you can name it anything you want. So I'll just name it main menu or primary menu or top menu, anything you want. And after that, make sure to tick mark this thing main. Okay, this is important. Just click on create menu. Now what all links you want? So I want the home page, about page, contact links, these three. And after that, if you want to display these categories in the menu, you can do one thing. You can click on screen options and make sure this categories is tick mark for you. Okay, and after that you can select categories and what all categories you want. For example, if you want health and fitness and WordPress, so we can bring them over here, and you can also rearrange them if you want, like this. All right, and then click on save menu. Again, if you come back to this page and refresh it, you can see you have your menu over here. Now let's do the final customization. So to do this thing, you can click on this customize link at top, or you can do one thing. You can go to appearance, and under appearance you will see customize. So both the options are available. Now let's start from top. At the top, if you see, right now we have this top menu. We don't want the top bar. We just want the main menu. So let's first get rid of that top bar. So we'll click on top bar, go to general and disable the top bar. So remove this tick mark and that top bar will be gone. Now let's see the menu. Now in the menu, first let's see the header. Basically in the header, you will see this option, header option. Click on header. First let's add our logo. So we'll go to logo, add your logo. So let me upload the logo. You can upload any logo of your choice. I'll upload this logo, travel logo. And after that you can skip cropping, or if you want, you can crop that thing. And then after that you can also upload one retina logo, which basically means double size. For example, this logo is 50 by 100, then this will be 100 by 200, a bigger size. As you can see, select a retina logo, twice the normal logo size. All right, so you can do that thing. Now we cannot see the logo because right now the background color of this header is white. We want to change the background color to this color or any color that you want. All right, so you can again come back over here, just select this option, general option under header, and then we have the background color. Type in this color or whatever color you want, and now you can see this is how it is looking. We have few more options under header. If you see menu option under header, you can change the link color. So the link color is white, for example, but when you hover this link, it becomes black. So hover color under link, you can change this thing, link hover, you can make it black. Right now, as you can see. Similarly, you can do some more changes. I don't know, do anything over here. I'll just publish it, come back. Now let's first of all do one thing. Let's set a primary and a secondary color. So this green color will be my primary color. For example, if you want, you can set this yellow color as your primary color. So to do this thing, you'll come back, you'll select this option, general options, general styling, and here you have the primary color. So if you want this color, for example, if you now scroll down, all the other things will become this color. Okay, so whatever primary or secondary color you want, you can set this color. Then we have the hover primary color. So I'll select the same color. Maybe if you want, you can select some other color. I'll select maybe 313131. Okay, a little bit lighter shade of black. Now click on publish. Now, if you set this color as your primary color, all the things, for example, this button, all the link color, all these things will become that color, whatever primary color you have set. Again, come back. Now let's do one thing. Let's increase the size of this menu. Okay. So we can come over here and we can select this option typography and select main menu, which is over here. And instead of 13 pixels, if you want, you can make it 15, 14, whatever size you want, you can set this size. So maybe we want to make it 15 pixels. All right. So here, as you can see, if you want, you can also make it, let's make it semi bold. Click on publish, come back. So with this, we have seen the header. Let's now see the footer. We don't have anything in the footer. So for that, we have to actually do one thing. Open your dashboard in a new tab. And under appearance, if you hover over appearance, you will see widgets. Click on that. And now you will see this option. You will see the default sidebar. Then we'll have footer 1. Now, first of all, we have to do one thing. The default style for footer is 4 columns. We want just 1 column. As you can see, 1 column in the middle. So first we have to change the footer option. So you'll see this thing over here under customize. If you see footer widgets, click on footer widgets and change the column. Here, as you can see, by default, it is 4 columns. Now change this thing to just 1 column. Okay. Now publish it, come back to widgets. Now what all widgets you want? So first of all, we want this logo. So we'll come over here under widgets, click on this under footer 1. Make sure you are adding all these things under footer 1. Click on this plus button and search for image. Okay. So if you search for image, you can now go to media library and upload your logo. So I'll upload this logo and you can set maximum width and height for this. So maybe instead of 100%, I just want to display 50%. All right. Then we have this text, subscribe to our newsletter. So I'll copy the text, come over here again, click on this plus button, add a new paragraph, paste in the text, bring it in the center. So align center. And after that, you can change the color to white and make it bolder. So we'll come back over here, change the color, change the size to 20 and change the text color to white. You can also make it bolder. So go to typography and you can change the appearance, click on appearance and you can, change this thing to semi bold or maybe bold. Then we have this option. We have this newsletter box. So for that, we'll again click on this plus button and search for, I think, MailChimp. Yeah, here it is, MailChimp. Select this MailChimp option. Now we don't want any title, we don't want any text, so delete title, text, everything. We also don't want any except GDPR terms. We just want this email and go button. Okay, so your email and go, only these 2 things. Rest everything you can delete it. And this is how it will look like. You can see this example. And finally, we want this social icons. All right, so you can again come back, click on this plus button, search for social icons. And select this option, this social icon. There are 2 options. We have the first one, social icons, and we have this one. We want to select this second one, social icons, this one. Now what style do we want? So we want simple style. Okay, under style, it will be simple. And after that, we don't want any title, no followers or any title like that. Just enter your links. So whatever link you want for Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. And once you're done with this, you can actually go ahead and let's see, we don't have anything else. For now, you can go ahead and just update this thing. Again, if you come back to this customized page and if you refresh it, let's see how it is looking right now. And now if you go at the bottom, okay, so this is how it is looking. We need to fix few things. First of all, it is looking good, but still we need to fix few things. I think we did not delete this followers title. Let's see. Okay, we don't want a title. We can get rid of this title. Now to fix this thing, you can do one thing. As I have said you earlier, there's a link given in the video description below. If you click on that link, you will be redirected to my website blogdude.com. And as I've explained you earlier, for every single tutorial that I create a blog post like this one. So if you click on that link which is given in the video description, you will be redirected to a similar blog post. At the bottom of the video, at the bottom of this blog post, you will see download free images. You need to click on this download button. And after that, you will download a zip file. Once you unzip that file, you will get all these images and you will also get the most important thing, this CSS file. You have to open this file, copy everything, come back to your customized page, click on custom CSS and paste in this thing over here. All right, now click on publish. Now here everything, here if you see properly, everything is fixed except for this thing. Okay, this is 100% width. We want to decrease the size or we want to decrease the width of this form. So we can set a maximum width for this form. So you can come back to widgets, click on this form. And here, as you can see, input width, you can type in 350 pixels. Update this page. Again, if you come back and refresh it, let's see how it is looking. And now as you can see, this is fixed. So make sure you enter 350 pixels over here so that this is how it looks like. Now we have to do a few more styling over here. So we can now select this option, footer widgets. Earlier we just changed the columns to 1. We can do few more things. We can change the background color. We don't want this black color. You can make it a little bit lighter. So instead of this, I'll type in 313131, this color. Okay, a little bit lighter color like this one. Then after that, you can also change these icon colors. By the way, if you want, you can come over here, select these social icons, and you can change the color for these icons. You can go to color and you can change the color for these icons. You can also change the hover color. For example, the hover color is this color. So instead of that, first let's change the color to maybe this color. Hashtag DDD. So basically all D's. Okay. And after that, hover color, whatever color you want, you can select that color as your hover color. Now click on update again. Now you cannot see the changes. We have to refresh this page to see the changes. So, but basically it will work. Now for the text color is all white. So we'll select the text color. We'll make it white. All right. Then we have border color, link color. So link color also you can change these colors. We have changed the background color and all. Then we have the footer bottom. If you see the copyright text, we can change that thing as well. So for that, we'll select footer bottom. You can change the background color for this as well. So we'll select this thing. Now instead of this color, you can type in, maybe let's let it be as it is. Let's change the text color, for example. So instead of this color, I'll add maybe this color. Okay, DB. Okay, this will make it a little bit very light gray color or silver type of color. So we'll have that color. And we also want to change this copyright text. So here, instead of Ocean WP theme by Nick, I'll type in made by Nayyar Shaikh. All right, like this. And you can make this Nayyar Shaikh link by using ahref. Okay, so you can come back again. And again, if you want to change the sizing and all for this or typography for this, you can go to typography and select footer copyright. Maybe instead of 12, let's make it 14. Now, as you can see, the size is now increased. So you can do this thing as well. Now click on publish so that you save all the changes that is done. Now, if you open a blog page or if you open any category page, let's see how it is looking. All right, so this is how it is looking. We want to change the style for this. So we can again come back, select blog, select blog entries. And instead of large icon, blog style, large icon, I want this thumbnail style. And you will get this style. Okay, this is looking much better. So I'll select this thing. Now we also want to change the widgets at the right hand side. So again, we'll come back to this widgets option, minimize this footer one. Now we have to work under default sidebar. So first delete whatever it is present. So whatever widgets are present, you can just go to options and you can remove these options just like this. All right, just make sure it is empty. Now once it is empty, we can now add our own options. So for example, if I go to the blog page, now here as you can see, first we have this about me section. We have the image, the name of the author and all these things. So first let's add this about me widget. So click on this option, search for about me. Here as you can see, about me widget. And now you can give it any title. You can add any image. So let's upload an image. If this does not work for you, upload image button, you can open the media file or media option in a new tab. Let's say this person's image. So I'll copy this link, this file URL link, and I'll paste it over here. All right. Then name of the person, description of the person, like we have it over here, name and description of the person. Then there's social links. You can add these social links over here. All right. Rest everything is good. So this is your about thing. Then we have a newsletter thing. So we can again come back over here, click on MailChimp, which we have already used. So we'll select this MailChimp option, newsletter. Everything is looking good. We don't need to change anything. Then we have the social icons link. Okay, so we'll come over here, click on this plus button, search for social icons. Again, use the same social icon. This time we want colorful icons. Okay, so we'll select style colored and just select whatever links you want to display. All right, so we want to display maybe these 4-5 links. And then we have recent post. So we can again come back to widgets, plus button, and search for recent post. Select the second one. Okay, we have latest post. We have the recent post. Select this recent post. How many number of posts you want to display? You can select this and click on update. Again, if you come back to this customize thing and refresh it. And now as you can see, this is how it is looking. Maybe the image is a little bit bigger. You can go to photo.com and you can reduce the size. You can resize this image, make it smaller. And rest everything is looking good, I guess. If you hide the controls, okay, this is how it is looking. So just resize this image, make it smaller, maybe 250 by 250 or 200 by 200 would be fine. Okay, so make it a smaller image, rest everything is looking good. For single image or for single blog post also you can change the settings. If you open this blog post, you can go ahead and do some changes. So go to blog, single blog post, and there are many different styles for this. For heading tag as well, for title style as well. For example, for title, if you go to intro, here as you can see, this is how this style will look like. Now because we have, if you select, for example, if you want to select this intro option, we have the featured image, so we don't need this featured image. So you can come over here and you can remove the featured image, so you can make it no. Okay, this featured image will now be gone. And because again we have the title at top, we don't want this title, so we can get rid of the title as well. And we also have these images, these meta details, so we can get rid of the meta detail as well. Only the post will start, okay, like this. So this is how it will look like. If you want, you can obviously go select some other option. In style, you can go to instead of intro, if you want card revert or some other style, you can select that style. If you want cover style, whatever style you want, you can select that style, and this is how it will look like. All right, fine. So you can control this thing, go to publish, come back to your home page. Now you can cut this thing, and with this we have completed all the customization settings as well. Now what I would recommend you do is, there are many other videos that you can watch to improve your website even more. For example, if you go to my YouTube channel and if you search for those videos, you can just go to the search bar and you can type in my name, Nayyar Shaikh, and after that you can type in whatever keyword if you want. Now the very first video that I would recommend you to watch after this video is Hustle video, Nayyar Shaikh Hustle. Hustle is a free pop-up builder. Here as you can see how to create a free pop-up builder, how to create free pop-up slide-ins and ad blocker notice using WordPress. So make sure to watch this video as well. This will help you to create pop-ups. So maybe if you want to, when somebody clicks on this button, a pop-up should appear. You can do that thing as well. Okay, so this video will help you. Then another video that I would recommend you to watch after this video would be Nayyar Shaikh SMTP. Now this video will help you to create a business email account. Okay, so instead of your regular email account like nayyar@gmail, you can create nayyar@blogdude.com. So you can have an email address with your own website name. Similarly, if you want to learn about email marketing, we have added this thing. We have added this newsletter form, but this will not work properly until and unless you learn how to do email marketing properly. So you can again go to YouTube and search for Nayyar Shaikh email marketing or Nayyar Shaikh MailChimp. You will see this video. MailChimp free email marketing with templates, automation and e-commerce WordPress features. So these are the videos that you can watch after this video to improve your skills even more or even further. And with this, we have 100% completed this tutorial. I hope you guys find this tutorial helpful. If you find this tutorial helpful and if you want to watch more useful videos like this one, make sure to subscribe and click on the bell icon so that you don't miss any future notifications. If you like this video, give a thumbs up to this video, share it with your friends on Facebook, Twitter, WhatsApp, whatever social media platform you use. And throughout the video, if you have any doubts, any comments, any suggestions for me, you can always leave them in the comments section below. And finally, thank you so much for watching this video. See you in the next one.